The world only moves for those who take control and force it to respect them. If you're not building, you're declining. If you're not growing, you're shrinking. If you're not winning, you're losing. Every man has two choices. Be the hunter or be the hunted. Be the man who writes the checks or the one who waits for payday. Success is not given, it's taken. Wealth is not stumbled upon, it's built brick by brick, with discipline and vision. The time for waiting is over. The time for hoping is gone. Now is the time to move, to build, to dominate. A man without money is a man without options. He settles for scraps instead of commanding the feast. The weak begin, the strong take. The poor complain, the rich strategize. The ones who hesitate get left behind. The ones who act become legends.
We back in here. What's going on, everybody? This Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to Monday Night Roski, the longest running episodic and program and live stream here on YouTube. You in here, the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth. Yours truly, the Notorious One, aka Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than Hollywood CGA and EWF. That is every woman's fantasy in the whole fucking show. I'm the CEO Negro of Fixes Binds LLC, the unbinder, the undebatable, the undisputed best entertainment here on YouTube. You can call me Senor Gregorio Graybeard. The ladies love to call me Mr. Trick Third Leg Gray.
Your third leg was just
also
phenomenal.
The man with one trabajo, that is the ecclesiastical Mitch Slapper. You're looking at the anointed one.
Acknowledge me.
The founding father of the after pill, the junior college sociologist, Trick. The Morpheus of the Matey Matrix, the chocolate Confucius, the Black Moses, the deliverer, also known as the man that walks in the spirit of Elijah. I'm the man with more nicknames than anyone in the game, but you can also call me Ling Arthur, Lord of the Lings, Hentai CGA, Malo Poppy, James Bind, the Bind Fixer in the building. But you can also call me the Benevolent Monarch CGA, see God Allah. You're looking at the reigning and defending demonetized champion of YouTube. We got a great show for you lined up today. It is Chill Monday. Chill. It is Chill Monday, and we got a great show for you lined up today. The main event topic, as you can see, a beautiful flight attendant smuggles $3 million in D.R.U.G.'s. Your girl is going, and I do have a poll up at this particular point as you enter into the stream and asking, is it really, really important? Is it really, really important that your girlfriend's and wife's past matters when you're dating or marrying her? And 97% say yes at this particular early point in today's stream, with just under 100 people voting. There's almost 200 people watching at the first 4 or 5 minutes of this particular podcast and stream. And we welcome you back to the flagship channel, the main event channel, the Coach Greg Adams channel. We got a great show for you lined up today. Also, there's a couple of stories here about your girl going, and it's going to break some of y'all's hearts out here. You're breaking my heart. Ooh, breaking my heart, pretty brown eyes. Yeah. Breaking your heart. It's breaking your heart, man. And we got that coming up in today's show. But do me a favor. To contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App. It is Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. It is PayPal, paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat. New world by clicking a link on the top of the live chat on the Coach Greg Adams channel. Sorry, I forgot already. Anyway, I got my hater blockers on and it's down to business. We're getting down to business. Did I tell you guys that my video got 1 million views over on Instagram? We're bringing 50 Shades of Grey to 50 Shades of Greg over to the internet. All right, because we know only men pay attention to what another man's doing with his dick. Yes, it's sad, but it's true. And I've been fighting this for years. Men don't care about the message. Charleston White proved this. Charleston White, you know what I mean? Charleston White, God bless him. Shout out to Charleston White. Let's pull him up here. Charleston White in a tie. Charleston White tried to do the right thing. He tried to bring the message forward for the black community. There's Charleston White right here. Shout out to Charleston White. He proved as a content creator that people don't really care about what you got to say. They don't care about do-gooding. They don't care about the message. They don't care when you're trying to fix and solve problems. They don't care about that. You know what I mean? As a content creator. And he's figured out a long time ago, way before I did, that nobody cares. All right. Nobody cares about the good shit. They really think they do. They think they care, but they don't. So Charleston White spent the better part of many, many years trying to fix the community, solve the community, tell men about this, bring in, highlight issues about that. And he got ignored. So he came up with the character, basically to get people's attention. All right. Just to get your attention. And now he's able to freely speak about what he wants to speak about with no regard. And he's still popular and famous. I don't know. You know, he does take risks. And people want to go out and do something to him and harm him. He also talks about tricking. He also talks about these things right here, getting young women, but a bunch of a bevy of options and opportunities that he talks about. And now people pay attention to him, right? He's figured that out. Similar to me. I did well. You know what I mean? I gave you the free agent lifestyle. I tried to preach self-improvement. I tried to do well and give you the message, warn you about the ills of marriage and dating and relationships, warn you about it, and nobody cared. Right? A few people cared, and he got me to a certain point. But really what men care about is how you deal with women. That's what they care about. What you do with your dick. Okay. And I've been able to not bring that to the forefront for the better part of 8 years. Right. I've been able to say, well, that doesn't matter, guys, because you really have this to look forward to. You have that to look forward to. I wrote a whole book on feminism. All right. This is what feminism does. This is where the world is going. I told you ecclesiastically what's going to happen. And I've been hitting 100%. But guess what? Nobody cares at the end of the day. They don't care about that. Men care what you do with your dick. That's what they care about, especially black men, especially black men. Black men, that's what they care about. So what I said was, we're going 50 Shades of Greg, right? We're going to show you about the JUCO. Okay. I'm no longer going to fix the problems. I'm going to tell you what it is and live my life, whether you like it or not. I'm going to go about living the free agent lifestyle 2.0, getting to level 10. And guess what? That's the only thing that matters. Most people are only talking about that. And they basically surmise that the free agent lifestyle is just passport bro, the excellent level of passport bro. That's all they care about. Nobody cares about anything else. And I've been trying to show and demonstrate that on my Coach Greg Adams channel. I was like, look, why do people only watch me when I post a video with me with women? I thought that was kind of weird. And then you got a lot of people in there. I'm like, but then when I post a video of me saying some deep shit, nobody cares. Like, this is kind of weird. But here's what happens here. Now, because I went viral on 50 Shades of Greg, now everybody got something to say. And it's right. Okay, forget it. Forget it, bro. Shout out to our sister right here, Miss Natty. He says, Coach got tired of trying to save people. For real. What's the point? What's the point to try to save these people? And really what we determined is most men ain't fucking. All right. Most men are getting no pussy. So they have to worry about what another dude's doing with his dick. Like, dudes are sad. I'm like, you know what? You know what? We're going to take 50 Shades of Greg all the way to the top. This is where we're going, man, because obviously, I guess this is what y'all care about. This is what bothers you. Not the hours and hours and years of groundwork that I paved and laid. You only care about what I'm doing with my dick. At the end of the day, all of this work, all of this history, all of this catalog of me predicting shit coming true, nobody cares about that. Black men only care about what I'm doing with my dick. That's all they care about. What is he doing with his dick? Let's report. News at 5. Coach Greg Adams doing something with his dick. All right. That I don't like or approve. Breaking news. Coach Greg Adams is fucking young girls. Just like,
hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
News at 6. Breaking news, Coach Greg Adams is fucking young white women. All right. Now, just so we know.
Where the white women
at? Without being married. Without the marriage. Oh, man. What in the world is going on with this fucking world, man? Look, that's why I'm saying the male space is dead. The male space is dead. I can't. Breaking news. Coach Greg Adams gave money to this young girl to get books in college. Breaking news, he fucked a young girl. News at 10. News at 10, y'all. This is big news here. All right. How dare he do that? What in the world is he doing with this dick?
How dare you?
What is he doing with the money he gets from YouTube? And he's giving it to girls. He's fucking with them with this dick. Well, I would show you guys videos. I guess I could take it to OnlyFans if you want. But I do have a catalog of me fucking young women with my dick. And if they got paid, well, it's legal because, well, we're shooting pornography. We're shooting for pornography. What is going on with these state of men? The incel revolution. Men be literally worried about what you're doing with your dick. Like they be bent out of shape. Niggas be cutting videos on you. You know what he's doing with this dick? You know he's fucking women and he's paying them? How dare this nigga fucking?
How dare you?
How dare him take money that he's earned, give it to young girls and fuck them? I mean, we cannot go any further as a society. Yeah, man, the state of manhood is, and most of the time it's a black man doing it, which is outrageous. Or like, wow, black men really be caring what another nigga's doing with his dick,
How dare you?
These black guys are pseudo fugazi out here. I mean, pseudo fugazi. Oh my goodness, help our brother out. How dare him? He's 50 years old and he has the nerve to be out there with 21-year-old women in the Philippines fucking them. With money that he got from people that donated to his YouTube. He's taking that money and he's tricking on these some snitch ass niggas. He took his own earnings. He took your YouTube money. How's that the case? How did I take someone's YouTube money? How did I take your money and trick? I don't know if you guys know how it works. But if someone earned money, it's his money to do what he wants to do with it. It's no longer the person that gave him the money. I'm just going to say, look, like when your employer gives you a paycheck for work that you performed, when you go and do something with that money, that's not the employer's money. That's your money. I rendered services. I performed the job. That's not their money. It's my money. Like when you get paid for a job, which is I'm doing my job right now. Somebody's going to pay me for doing said job. That's no longer their money anymore. That's my money. So hold up for a second. My services were rendered. I did what I was supposed to do. I got paid for performing. So that's not their money anymore. That would be my money. And
I got money.
Man, I tell you, man, it's a weird world. And at this particular point, you guys cannot blame me for trying to help men out. Because men don't want help. Because men don't want to be saved. Men don't want to be saved. They literally want to be in a fucked up situation out here. They want to be out here still fighting for their lives. Out here trying to negotiate with women. All right, well, go for it. Have at it. It's a simple concept, right? It's a simple concept. I got paid for services rendered. It's no longer the person's money that gave it to me. It would be my money. I could do with my money what I want. All right, but guys, there's no helping men today. There's no helping them. They stuck. They rather sit up here and bitch and complain on Instagram. Meanwhile, my text messages are blowing up of young college girls who need a bind fix. I swear to God. Like, it's nonstop. We're not talking about they be pinging me and pinging me. I don't even have enough time or dick or money. I can't even. Guys, they're hungry out here. You leaving these women hungry.
I'm always hungry.
They hungry. They need some drink, food, alcohol. Yeah, men just want to hate on women. That's all they want to do. I want to hate on women. We want to hate on these women, bro. It's a bad time to be a man. All right, but y'all keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Fixes Binds LLC is not going out of business. And today's show, we're going to show you your girl is going. Your girl is going. Yes, your girl you're dating, your wife, your daughter, the professional women, they going. We got several stories. So do me a favor, contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App. This will be the gospel. It is, what is it? Coach Greg Adams TV on Venmo. PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. That's near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. We got it going on.
New world order.
Okay. I rub people the wrong way on Instagram. We got them. 1 million views on that video. And it's not the first time I got 1 million views, but I'm just highlighting. It's been a long time since I got 1 million views on Instagram. I would say it's been about maybe 3 or 4 years, because what I was doing, I was just posting my shit, right? Here's me in a clip. Here's me doing a speech. It was falling on deaf ears. And for a long time on Instagram, I was like, I don't even know what to post over here no more, because I don't want to post Red Pill Rage. Like, I was like, I'm done with Red Pill Rage. I'm in a different space. I'm almost 50. It's ridiculous for a man that's 50 years old and above to be complaining about dating and marriage, right? So I had to go. I'm carving a new lane. I was figuring it out. I will post here and there, and I wasn't really worried about the numbers and the following. I was just like, I just don't want to post Red Pill Rage. I've been there, done that. I think it's cheap, and I think it's also targeting losers. I was like, it's just targeting losers. And I was like, I just need something else. And so when I decided to go with the 50 Shades of Greg, all right, instead of posting Red Pill stuff, I was like, this shit gonna hit. But it took me a while to really figure it out. I was like, dang, like, you know, every now and then I will post like those reaction clips of a woman saying something dumb, and then we come back and follow it, or just jumping on there saying, oh, women doing this and women doing that. I was like, this shit is old. Like, I've been doing this way too long. It just doesn't even give me any excitement to do it. So I look back and I said, damn, I got a lot of videos for the last 2 and 3 years of me traveling and dating. I was like, I just had a back catalog. I was like, this would be great video to put out, but I didn't think it would trigger people that much, to be honest with you. So when this went viral, this was a touch point for a lot of people, and it's literally gotten me the most attention. This has gotten me more attention than the free agent lifestyle itself, right? All because now people are cutting videos on me, which I would say is quite dangerous because I'm literally banned on YouTube. So you don't want to tag me in a video. It's probably going to get shot down. But this video got me more attention than anything. And it literally caused people to do no research on me and then find the story because people just jumped out there. Now, here's the interesting part. We got this out here. It's me telling the truth. I'm literally showing you like this is what women are doing out here. But instead, I got attacked. I was literally trying to show you. I was like, these are your future wives. Who remembers me saying that 2 or 3 years ago? These are your future wives. They're going. The monetized dating marketplace. People poo-pooed and laughed it. Oh, monetized dating. That's nothing. Now you're hearing that one guy this morning begging for us to help a brother out. Now the mouthpiece guys are begging. And I'm like, I thought the mouthpiece was crispy. I thought y'all got hoes. But then now I'm showing you what's up. Now y'all want us to stop. Like, whoa. But they poo-pooed it. Luxury dating. I would never. But then when I showed them, what I never heard was these girls are ugly. What it was they saw all these young, attractive women and they're like, got triggered. And I'm like, guys, your girlfriend's going. Okay? I know you got a little girlfriend, you think, but your girlfriend's going.
Fucking the game up and piss me off. All you lame ass niggas who's flying to other countries, paying for pussy, and making videos about it on your meta glasses, showing niggas. Then you come back to America feeling like you was him.
They crash it out because they have scarcity. They have scarcity. So I'm like, instead of worrying about the men doing what they're doing, why don't you look at tell and show you what the women are doing? These are your girlfriends. These are your girlfriend's friends. We're going to show you this. They're going. I hate these niggas. What they doing out here? They showing niggas. They going over there with their meta glasses. Hey, man, I'm trying to wake y'all up. But again, like I said, I'm not trying to save y'all no more. I'm not trying to save men. I done tried to warn y'all. But help a brother out, huh? Help a brother out. People really got triggered. I'm like, bruh, if I can. So we're going to go over this real quick. This right here. And broke guys can't afford to do that. So shame them. Yep. He's this kind of bitch assness. They can't afford it. And I told guys, what did I tell y'all years ago? You're going to be priced out. You're getting priced out of the marketplace. I said that in 2022. I tried to warn you in 2023. I tried to literally sound the alarm in 2024 because I was already living it. And I was like, bro, dating and marriage is going to be messed up. Y'all getting priced out. 2025, still didn't listen. It took me to drop a video in 2026 for y'all to finally be like, oh, he really was doing it and doing it with beautiful, young, attractive women around the world, not just outside in America as well. And here's the funny thing about it. Here's a weird thing about it. It took them to see it, to really understand it, because I've been saying it since 2022, right? I've been telling you on the internet, 2022, go to the JUCO, go to the JUCO. I'm at the JUCO. Oh, yeah, you just paying for pussy. And then when they saw the video, they're like, oh, wait a minute. It's worse than that because it's not him just paying for pussy. It's actually a girlfriend experience. They're actually enjoying it. It's more than that. And that's what hurt their feelings. That's what hurt their feelings. That's what got their panties in a bunch. I've been trying to tell you, and it's not just with women. You're getting priced out of life. Been trying to tell you that. People in the World Wrestling Federation, they tried to get WrestleMania. They literally got priced out of WrestleMania. And the company don't give a fuck neither. They don't care. The company, they thought, oh, man, these ticket prices are high. They're going to get hurt. The company came out today and was like, man, fuck these cheap-ass wrestling fans. And they told you we were going to price you out. He's like, we don't care about you niggas. That's where they are. We are literally in the era of pricing you out. And I tried to warn you. Nobody want to listen. It's across the board a price out. So if you're going to get mad, don't get mad at me. If you're going to get mad, do not get mad at me. because I literally tried to warn you. But what I wasn't going to do, and I think what people thought I was going to do, is I was going to have this some sort of the vigilante fight to try to fight the system and hold the line. I was going to hold the line. I was going to expose these women. I was going to hold the line and wait for you virgin incels and you broke niggas to get your shit together and try to prevent this shit. I was going to be like James Bond in a movie trying to hold the wall for you bitch ass niggas to win. That's what they thought. They thought I was just saying this so that I can expose it and expose the participants and then try to stop OnlyFans girls from going. I was going to try to stop these women from trying to sell they padussies. I was going to stop the tricks from doing what it is. They thought I was going to jump out here every week and come on here, man. We need to hold the line. I was like, finally, you know what? I'm 50 years old. I'm too old for this shit. I'm going to go live my life. I'm gonna go live my life. Yeah, I'm not helping these goofy ass men out here. You're losing the battle. You're losing the battle. I'm just letting you know. Most of y'all already lost, and you're at the point of no return. Most of you have already lost. It's not like I haven't told you before. So let me get to the earlier contributors, and then we're gonna knock out the stream. Somebody said, "Me need hope, bruh." Yep. I know you saying that as a joke because you already know I know it. Men need hope because that's what men need hope. Guys, your only hope is to go make some money. Sorry. Putin already sent it. Good luck out here. Good luck. Shout out to our brother, no sympathy out here. Teron McAdams says, congrats on the 1 million views, free agent lifestyle for life. Shout out to you, man. And people are wondering, you're celebrating 1 million views, coach. There's other content creators that have more than 1 million views. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to just repeat this. I used to get 1 million views back in 2019, 2020, 2021. I mean, you can go to my Instagram and TikTok and completely see it. But that was when the red pill was kind of the red pill. It's the dead pill now. Like, you can't go viral saying stupid shit like this anymore. Like, no, you can't trigger the algorithm. The algorithm just gonna shoot you down. People gonna debunk you in the comment section. They just gonna ignore it. So I used to, be featured on World Star. I had all that before, but it was a long time as I was evolving the message and growing and experiencing things and getting my chicken bag up. And I stopped posting on these platforms. I was being demonetized and shadow banned. That was quite frustrating. So it was and I'm shadow banned and demonetized on Instagram. So for me to go and get 1 million views on Instagram, that took a lot. That took a lot to push through that algorithm because I was literally shadow banned. My numbers didn't move up or down for 2 years. No matter if I posted or not, no matter if I went somewhat viral, I would get a video that would get 100,000 views on Instagram. The numbers of subscribers would never move. I would be like, I'm shadow banned over there. Like, that's crazy. Like, nothing would happen. But I was like, I just need to carve myself out a new lane. The red pill is dead. Nobody cares about red pill talking points anymore. All right. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares about red pill talking points. Like, if you came up with a red pill talking point, they just going poo-poo it. So I've carved myself out a new lane. I'm in a new space. I'm 50 years old. Nothing more pathetic than a 50-year-old man doing red pill talking points. All right. I'm like, that's not going to fly because it would easily be shot down. They're like, damn, this nigga's still saying the same shit. He's still in the same space after 10 years. Now he's 52, 55. You have to remember, my mindset for content creation is literally, where am I going to be in 5 years? Not what I'm in today. I'm thinking about where I'm going to be in content in 5 years. Like, in 5 years, me still saying red pill shit will be pathetic. It's pathetic. It ain't going to help anybody. So I was like, that's not a space that I want to be in 5 years. I don't want to still be trying to entertain incels and claviculars audience. So he said the entire red pill space is scrambling for relevance. Yeah, they're all gone. Even Myron's pivoted out of it. He only worrying about the U's. The rest of the red pill is dead as a doorknob. Now you have clavicular. That's your fucking only hope right now. This nigga almost died on a live stream. All right, come on, bro. He almost died on the live stream. That's the red pill's last hope. All right, so I've been a trendsetter in the space, meaning that where I go, a lot of people go. And what? Trust me, watch. This 50 Shades of Greg, this JUCO shit is about to take off. Because a lot of dudes are figuring out, like, wait a minute, this is a better deal. And this is what people think is dangerous. They're going to be like, why get married? Why have a girlfriend? Why take girls out on dates? Why take her? That's what people fear. Why take a girl out on a $300 date and I can go over here and see this girl for $200? You know, I don't know if you realize there's a growing group of young men that are figuring that out. Now, it's not just because of me. I was a little bit ahead of them. But there are men figuring that out. They're like, let me see something. Let me go on Twitter. Shout out to Tehran McAdam. Shout out to Bilal. Says, Coach, thank you for everything. You don't have to read this out loud. But he says, I'm going to send you more money. You deserve it. Keep winning and price out these niggas. For people concerned that people are going to look at me and be like, why am I sending money that this nigga spending on? Trust me, y'all losing the battle. Y'all, the men are losing the war. You're losing. Men are figuring it out. They're like, bruh, what? You gave me the cheat code. Watch this. This is a guy here on Twitter. And it went feral, y'all. Shout out to our brother Bilal. I don't know if I can say your name. Look at what this guy posted right here. You could go out with a regular chick, spend $300, get no pussy, go out with a prostitute, spend $200, and have a good time. Have the time of your fucking life. Look. You see that? You could go out with a regular chick, spend $200, get no pussy, or spend $200 at the JUCO and have the time of your fucking life. Look at what's happening here. The old days of this is the tide is turning. The tide is turning. 1 million views on this tweet. 15,000 likes. Why do that? I mean, and even the dude go, look, let me show you something. The tide is turning. Watch this real quick. So say, for instance, I go out and the charisma guy. I get women to sleep with me for nothing, right? I go out to the club and I meet. Look at what this dude right here says. Look at how fast the tide is turning. It's shifting. Touch grass, right? Look at this. This guy, you can see it. It says right here, I be in the house because going out looks so boring nowadays. So the people that be like, you got to go out. It's fun. You got to meet women. Look at what's happening. This is what going out looks like. A bunch of women standing together on their phone. People just standing around. Nobody dancing. Everybody standing around. Look at their phone. Look at all these goddamn cockroaches out here. Look at this shit. Who wants to be here, bruh? Nobody thinks this is cool anymore. Nobody thinks this is cool anymore. Look at this. Hey, what? Look. And I don't see anybody buying drinks. Not even for themselves. This is what outside looks like, y'all. This is outside. Y'all got to go out. You got to go out and talk to hoes. This is what it looks like. I'm going to tell you, man, men are fighting back against this. Look at all the game niggas not talking to hoes. Where all the game guys at? Where all the Macs at? Where all the I spit game and the crispy mouthpiece niggas is at? Where they at? They sitting on the sidelines holding no drinks. Buying no drinks for themselves or any women. I'm going to tell you, man, black businesses and black nightclubs are going to go out of business because black men and women do not buy drinks. Only people buying drinks in this video are the white women. Okay. Most of these guys ain't doing nothing. They standing around with no drinks. No, look, they got empty cups. They done had a couple of drinks between the table, a whole bunch of dreadnoughts and braids on men. A bunch of these niggas sitting around here, either gooning or gooning. Both definitions apply. A bunch of mouthpiece niggas just talking to other men. I don't see nobody mouthpiecing niggas. I mean, I don't see nobody mouthpiecing the women. I see everybody standing around with their head tilted down, looking at their phones. The women, nobody talking to these women right here. Where all the mouthpieces at? Where all the I get hoes at? Look at all these niggas standing around here broke. No drinks, just standing over here. And this club ain't not going to be able to survive because they got to spend, they got to sell drinks. Look at all these niggas holding no drinks, just standing over here. You see them right in the middle of your screen, right in the middle of your screen. This is what dudes be like, oh, you got to go outside. Okay, let's pan over here. There's a bunch of women over here with wigs and weave. I see one dude talking to a big giant girl. Okay, where all the mouthpiece niggas at? All right, let's pan over here. A bunch of girls standing together. Here we go. There's two broke niggas right here. No drinks in hand. Not even for themselves. Bruh, is this what you're missing when you say, oh, you need to go outside? I be outside like this. I already know it's a bunch of brokies waiting around, just looking at hoes. All right, and look, the only people buying drinks are the white women. Look, these white girls are the only ones ordering drinks. Look at the strags. Look at these old grannies. Look at this old granny right here, bro. Hey, look, you guys got to realize I'm at the peak. I'm at the forefront of this conversation. The tide is turning and it's going to get worse. Just letting you know, it's going to get worse. Shout out to Bilal here. Appreciate you, man. But he says, keep winning. I deserve it. Certainly do. And I hope everybody goes viral trying to hate on me. I hope you go viral because I need somebody to come look at this. Kaylin says, for monogamy's sake, it's only right to F only your woman as long as she never denies you. It's also only right to still F your woman no matter how old she gets. This could be what's best for both of you as a man or a woman, no matter how long they've been together. Agree or disagree? Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that doesn't sound appealing for me, though. I mean, I'm on a different planet. I'm on a different planet. And by the way, if you look at the men in this video and the women for that matter, look at all these bum niggas in t-shirts and shit. Like, dudes ain't even trying no more. I mean, I get it. It's outside. It is hot. All right. It's outside. And it's a day party. So I get it. It's a day party. But look at all these. Look at this nigga right here. Bald head, old nigga. And why all these old people out on the loose? Old OG right here with the Just for Men dyed beard. He need to be at the house. He need to be tricking. He need to be tricking. He don't need to be going out doing shit. There's a whole nother Just for Men beard nigga over here. And look at this. There's a group of fat chicks right here. All ladies smoking hookah. Okay. Okay. Smoking hookah. All dancing. Ain't nobody talking to any of these women. They all dressed up. And where the bum niggas at? Let's see what they dress like. Let's see if they put that shit on. Baseball cap. Swap meet outfit. What is this shit? All right. Look, man. Shout out to our brother. It is Drew says, and this was at the end. He says, if that simp niggy said, get whatever you want, of course, that pale flat back gonna do it again, right? Or she gonna do it. That was the earlier video or the main event. He says, if that simp niggy said, get whatever you want, of course, that pale flat back gonna do it then. That's on him. But if he didn't say that, then he should have put a stop to all the drinks and the appetizers. It's an L all around for that niggy. $500 for a hug. For real. Bad news. $500 for a hug. Nobody going for that no more, bruh.
Oh, the humanity.
Read Alan Roger Curry's book, The Possibility of Sex. Let's get into the show. We got a man supporting men in here. All right. Shout out to our mother. He says right here, CGA don't miss. Just pointing out facts cracks me the F up. Pointing out facts. People don't like the real shit. People don't like it. They just want fantasy. Men and women. Men and women want fantasy. Clanosphere proposition was all about shaming women and hoping to send the world back to the first. I don't even know what that is. Caliphate. He says right here, CGA said, fuck all of that. Give her a fistful of 20s and send her on her way. I can't pronounce it. It's heresy, he says. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Straight up heresy. I mispronounce all that shit. But that's the clanosphere for you. They thought that we were going to shame women back to their position. Okay. Haram. Yeah, all the haram. And I told you that's not going to work. And did you guys see the manosphere literally separated from me as I kept going and preaching that message? I was like, that's not going to work, guys. Because I know women. I know women. I understand them. Shame does not work on them. They don't have no pride. Shame does not work. It doesn't work. Exposing them does not work, guys. We're going to expose them and we're going to shame them and we're going to debate them and we're going to try to negotiate with them. None of that works. Remember I used to say that, the Sharia law, we need to bring back Sharia law. We need to get rid of the 19th Amendment. I used to be like, you guys sound like idiots. Guess what? The manosphere started to say, okay, CGA, we need to stop associating with him because he's not following protocol. He's not doing what he wants us to do. Coach, get him. They wanted me to be the sick him. Get those women, get the feminists. And I was like, nah, once I wrote the book, I was like, pretty much it's done, y'all. We're not coming back. The Western world. Right. The Western world is slowly going to the point where women will dominate men. And I don't think you can stop it. I think I used to tell you this, the only way you can stop it, and I hate to sound doom and gloom, is you need the 5 fingers of doom to reach at the same time. You're going to need a World War III, which we have a proxy war going on, an economic collapse of epic proportion, which we have, but it's a slow burn. It's not like a hardcore collapse. You guys are in the midst of a collapse economically, and you're never going to return back to 2019. But it's already 2026, and you don't realize you've been slowly burning since 2020, February 2020 to be exact. But the house of cards are falling, but you guys are in a slow burn and a soft landing that you don't realize you're getting cooked, all right, on a daily basis, and you can't fix it anymore, all right? It's not going back. So you need an economic collapse. You need a World War III. You need a religious awakening, which we're not having a Christian religious awakening. We're going to have an atheist or a communist religious awakening, okay, or a feminist religious awakening. But if you would need a religious Christian awakening, all right, or Islam, you would need mass immigration, which we have, but we need all of these things to working together in conjunction, and you would need a virus, like a worldwide sexually transmitted disease that just will knock niggas' dicks off and have pussies burning in flames. Okay. They already have STIs going crazy. It is not stopping people from fucking. You need people's dick burning in flames. You need the black snake moan burning. You need women jumping out holding a punanis burning. That's literally the only way. And you would need all of them in conjunction with each other. You need all of them to tie together and hold hands like we are the world. Like, that's it. Other than that, and when I say World War III, you needed World War III on America's turf. You need them in America fighting, blowing shit up, not them over there. Right. So by the way, I said that in 2019. I said that before COVID hit. I said that before there was possibility of an economic collapse. Remember, 2019, we saw no signs of an economic collapse. We was living jiggy. I would say that in 2019, you need all 5 of these things to be present. That was before Joe Biden opened up the border. That's why they call me Coach Adamas. I was like, dude, you need all of these things to happen. And then it was starting to happening. And I was like, oh my God, it's doom and gloom. We're here. Guys, it still hasn't stopped shit. Men are still looking for ecclesiastical marriages. 2019, I said, this is what you would need to make a change in direction. And here we are in 2026, and niggas are still out here trying to think they can negotiate women back to the plantation. My opinion, what is your opinion now, CGA? By 2030, 2032. Women will dominate men in all fields. It's not even going to be close. Western women. This is Western women. It's going to get, because we still have 6 years from that. I've been telling you, I've been broadcasting from the year 2032, and I said that in 2022. In 6 years, you can forget it. It will be a super duper wrap. All right. There's no going back by 2032. None. No going back to marriage or I mean, people will still get married. Like I tell you, they're still going to get married. They're still going to pair off, but they're going to be partnerships. There's not going to be husband and wives. Everybody's going to be a partner. And most of the guys are going to have to link economically to the woman. 2032. There's no more spouse. There's no more wife. There's no more wife duties. There's no more tradition. Tradition will be good as dead by 2032. Okay. This will let you know. Okay. So there's none of this that, I mean, dudes that are going to be talking about when black women need to submit, please. Please. And one of the reasons why, and this is just one of these streams. One of the reasons why is by that time, millennials, Gen X, and boomers will be dead and dying. All right. They'll be like the silent generation. They'll be in their 70s and 80s. They'll be in their 80s by this time. The Gen X will be in their 60s, 50s and 60s, mid 50s, some in their 60s. So these two groups are irrelevant. All right. In terms of dating and marriage and all of that shit. That's why I'm kind of pivoting out of the red pill for the last 2 years. Because I'm like, I'm going to be 50 and 60. It's no point for me to even keep talking about this shit. Like, it's not affecting me anymore. And the millennials will be in their 40s and 50s. The millennials will be in the 40s and 50s. So they will be irrelevant in terms of dating. And what by 2032, Gen Alpha will be entering into dating and marriage. Gen Z will be at that midway point between divorce, marrying, having kids in their mid to late 30s. That's why I'm like, you're literally hinging the future of dating and relationships on Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Huh? That's what I'm showing you. That's what you need to be aware of. Dating and marriage will be only discussed between Gen Z and Gen Alpha. It is no longer millennials' bag anymore. The younger ones, yeah. The older ones, no. Gen X, gone. All we going to be doing is tricking. Is the Ko-Fi link right there? Should be pinned. Is it there? Should be Ko-Fi or no? Let me click. I see it pinned down there, but I don't know. They might have pinned it at the bottom. So it's going to be Gen Z and Gen Alpha's world in dating, relationship, and marriage. That's where y'all, it's not there. I see it pinned, but I don't know, man. It might be pinned at the bottom, but let's see here. Gen Zesty. It's at the bottom. They don't let you pin it at the top, probably because of CGA. They like CGA out here winning, pin it at the top. They pin the shit at the bottom of the chat. And sometimes if the poll is there, it will cover up the pin. All right, it'll cover it up if the poll's there. So I'll go ahead and end the poll. I took it down, but I'll repin it just in case. And I'll end the poll. So now they put it at the bottom so that, you know, CGA don't circumvent the system. All right. So anyway, good luck out there. Let's talk about this. Your wife going, your girlfriend's going, your daughter's going. We got 800 people here. I appreciate the views on this channel because this channel's been pretty much dead like my Instagram and TikTok. All right. But I'm trying to revive it a little bit, coming over here a couple of days a week. Your girl's going. Let's start with your daughters, your nieces. Let's watch this video right here. Unfortunately, I can't save these women. I can't save y'all. This one woman says right here, before joining the industry, we look like we have a college grad, possibly high school, but probably college grad. There she is. There she is, a consultant in hospitality. There's Anita, graduated in 2022, with a bachelor's of science while making the honor roll. She was a community volunteer and she did something her first year in college. There she is ecclesiastically. Then what happened? Just like that. After the monetized world is here, gentlemen. The more women remain single, the more likely this is going to happen. There's no control, guys, and she thicker than the Snicker. So what happens is guys want to feel better. Like there was a guy, he's a dating coach, and he's like, there's a difference between women in the street and women that are regular women. I'm like, no, there's not. No, there's not. They're the same woman. The sooner you understand that, the better. These are not just women in the, night crawlers. These are women you work with, women you go to school with, women at your job, your niece, your daughter, so forth and so on. They going. They have the ability to go. Right? They have the ability to go. These are not just women that don't have no other option and fatherless women. These are women with families and fathers. I've been trying to warn y'all, they going. I keep trying to show y'all they going. They have the ability to go. This is because they're in their prime. Now, I do have to distinguish women, I'll say, typically a red pill talking point. Women in their prime, when they're in their prime or when they're in their 20s. And somebody will say, no, they're not. Women get very horny and they know themselves. They're sexually confident in their 40s. And I'm like, you're talking about two different things. You're talking about two different things. Your sexual prime versus your prime when you're sexual. So your sexual marketplace value to men is when a woman's in her 20s. But a woman's sexual prime when she wants to get frisky and she's confident and she wants to bring her wrinkled up, homework stomach. She wants to bring her stomach and her soggy titties and she wants to fuck like crazy. That's in her 40s. We're talking about her marketplace prime versus her sexual prime. When she's more likely to not care sexually and be confident is in her 40s. She'll fuck anything. Young dudes, bums, rich niggas, she'll fuck anybody, right? Because she's horny and feral. And her inhibitions are lowered. Her inhibitions are lowered. She doesn't have to worry about pregnancy. Certainly doesn't have to worry too much about STI scares. She's already got a body count of 100 plus. She's already caught some STIs and took a penicillin shot and an antibiotic. She's already can clear that shit up, right? She don't care about fucking young guys, older guys, men with money, men without money. She's just feral. She's feral. So her inhibitions are lowered. She doesn't risk anything by being promiscuous. So that way she's able to do what she wants in her 40s. That's not your marketplace prime. Your marketplace prime is when you're most likely to be selected. When men generally are going to focus on you and try to give you attention if there's no shame. Those are two different people. Those are two different things. Of course, I've been talking about this for years and people still don't get it. That's why I'm like, I don't even want to talk about this no more. I'm literally it's a waste of breath because every time I solve it and give people, and then somebody runs and takes my shit, I still see stupid people coming up with, well, a woman's actual prime is in her 40s. No, that's when she's a whore. That's where she's a horny whore. And she doesn't care about what her people think. Her father's already dead or half dead. Nobody cares that she fucked anybody of any other race or she got a body count of 100. Nobody cares. Like, that's her sexual prime. That's her sexual peak. But her marketplace value is still in her 20s. It always will be. Which means, in effect, if women's sexual marketplace prime was in their 40s, they would be dominating OnlyFans. They don't. It's still 20-year-old women. It's still 20-year-old women. So because that's the case, 20-year-old women gonna go. They're gonna think about going or go. Because they're gonna look at the money on the table, and a good percentage of them ain't turning it down. They going. We're gonna further prove this. We're gonna use some old cases, some old stories. Okay. We're gonna use some old stories. Here's a story about your girl going. And this is a story about a 22-year-old NFL cheerleader. People think if you pay NFL cheerleaders, they're not going to do what just described in this story. But that's not the case. Money talks, bullshit walks. I've dated women who were young, but they were kind of older, 28, 29. They told me that they did things like this when they were in their early 20s. They weren't ecclesiastically playing with their thumbs and making chicken noodle soup and reading books, because they be outside. They get opportunities like this. So this is an older story, taking it to 1996, and this is going to set up the rest of the stream. Ex-cheerleader sentenced for her role in a drug ring. Going to Santa Ana, back when the Los Angeles Rams were in Los Angeles. A former Rams cheerleader who was the key prosecution's witness against the team star cornerback and others involved in a major coke trafficking ring was sentenced Tuesday to 4 months in prison for her role in a drug network. Her name is Tracy Ann Donahoe, age 22. 22. Wept and trembled as the sentence was read in the U.S. District Court, ending with her father called what her father called a hellacious 2-year nightmare. So we got the year between age 19 and 22. It says 2 years, but we'll just go ahead and say it's probably started when she was 19 to 22. She's out here running drugs for an NFL football player. Yep. Donahoe was arrested in 1993 at an Atlanta airport after picking up a suitcase packed with 12 kilos of coca with the estimated street value of about $250,000. That's 1990s dollars. That's probably close to $1 million today. She testified against her one-time boyfriend, former Rams cornerback Daryl Henley, and 4 others. Let's go ahead and show you this. We'll show you the people here. We're not snitching. So this is Daryl Henley right here of the LA Rams before they moved to St. Louis. The LA Rams, this is her boyfriend running coca when they're going to play the Atlanta Falcons. She's 19, between the ages of 19 and 21. Your girl is going. All right. You got to realize this is a grown woman, but they also are not like minors at this point. So they are probably willing to, especially if they're attractive, they're going to play both sides. So they're going to be a good person to their mom and their father, and they're going to be outside like that. Let's go ahead and show you what the woman looks like here at the time of sentencing. This is just set stream. There she is right there. I believe, well, I can't tell. I believe she's the one in the black. She's the one in the black right here in the middle center here. All right. And guess what? She's probably married right now. You already know she married to somebody. This is why I ask, does a woman's past matter? So she was 19 and 22. She running coca for an NFL football player. She probably married to a whole white man right now that might or might not know. I tried to look her up. I could not find her. I did find people with similar names, but I couldn't find her and all of that. And she faced up to 10 years in federal prison and fines up to $4 million after pleading guilty to conspiracy to transport coca. However, federal prosecutors cited her cooperation, snitching, recommended a 1-year sentence. Henley and the other defendants also faced a decade in prison, although some was seeking a new trial. Here's what they say here. The defense attorney says, she was a nice person who got caught up in a web of intrigue. A web of intrigue? She got curious. She was a 19-year-old kid. She was naive, and she was betrayed by someone she trusted. After she realized what had happened, she told the truth. Without her, there is no case. Donahoe testified that last year she believed she was ferrying only a suitcase full of cash when she was intercepted by the DEA agents in Atlanta. She said she had made similar errands at the behest of Henley, the NFL player, and his associates to earn extra cash. And she tearfully conceded that she should have known. Brothers, do you believe that shit? She knew what she was doing. She knew the game. She played the rules. She crapped out. That's what happened. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She knew. Everybody, guys, any woman doing this knows. Any woman that told me she did this type of stuff, and I've had several women tell me she knew. Oh, I thought it was just cash. I didn't know. I was forced into it. They just told me how to. Who does this? Yeah, young, dumb people do shit like this. But she knew. And she took that choice to be in that life. Your girl is going, okay? Your girl is going. She has the capacity to go. Now, some crap out, some lose out, some throw other people under the bus, but your girl is going. Speaking of, we have this situation here. Remember the woman, Diana Rousini? Diana Rousini, I covered it 3 times, despite the fact somebody said I didn't cover it. She was the NFL reporter, inside reporter that was linked up with the football coach from the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel. What people believe today is that women aren't going if they're professional. Women are going to be honest, professional women who are going to work their way to the top without sleeping their way to the top, being sexually right. Like, we've always believed that, even in women in sports. But that one woman, what was the woman that the butter pecan titties, remember her? We found out she was sleeping her way to the top. I can't remember her name, but she's a half black mulatto, tragic mulatto. Remember her got caught. She was sleeping with the fox. Yeah, Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor. So when people see this, they think that they see women being brave and empowered and being in front and finally being respected for their professionalism, but all they're using is their sexuality. This is not always the case, but now we saw Joy Taylor. Now we see this woman, Diana Rousini, and there's many, many more. How do we know? How do we know there's many more? Well, we just can't assume, but we're going to take the words of a woman named Michelle Beetle. For people who don't know, the young men, Michelle Beetle was a young white woman that actually was probably the next big thing in the industry, but she kind of flamed out because she was showing some feminist tendencies and people lost confidence in her. Michelle Beetle threatens to expose other women in sports media while defending Diana Rousini, admits to making her own stupid mistakes right there in black and white.
New world order.
So because Diana Rousini, her pal, fell on the sword in the double standard that Mike Vrabel didn't get fired, she got fired and she took that L. She said, "Oh, word? Oh, don't let me tell you about the other women that's out here sucking." Don't make me tell you about X, Y, and Z. I'm going to start naming names. And then she threw her own self under the bus. She said, and I was sucking too. I gave a little head to X, Y, and Z too. That's what she said. I made my own stupid mistakes too. I slept my way to the top. It ain't just Joy Taylor. It ain't just Diana Rousini. It ain't just Michelle Beetle. She said, it's all of us. Don't let me get the snitching. Guess what? Some of these women are married. Is Diana Rousini married? Yes. Is Michelle Beetle married? Is Michelle Beetle married? She's not married, but she has a boyfriend. She's not married, but she has a boyfriend. Her dating history, she's currently single. Her dating history, dating a lot of white boys. All right, you got a little white boy right here, 2015, 2016. She was married, it looks like. She was married. I guess they're separated now, but that was 2015, 2016. Going back, let's read this. Yes, your wife going. Your wife going. Your girls are going. It says right here, Michelle threatens to expose other women in sports media. I'm going to take this down because the screen's jumping up. She says, I love Diana. I consider her a friend. I'm not 100% sure I understand what two adults' personal lives, other than with her husband and his wife, those are the two affected in families. And I don't want to hear journalistic integrity. Stop, just stop. I tell you where I'm most disappointed. Poor decisions were made. We've all made them. We've all made them. She said, what I find interesting is the number of female sports people who have felt very comfortable in getting out there and blasting her. Ladies, at some point, I will write a book. And the more I see you yapping out there about all this high and mighty self-righteous, I know a lot of you. I know a lot about a lot of you, she says. So be careful. And by the way, I've made stupid mistakes too. I was just lucky enough to have done them before all this sort of social media. Everybody's got a camera life. That is a blessing, but let's be careful on throwing stones. She said, I'm going to start naming names of all you funky toes. And she said, all of you, not one, not some. She said, all. Are you listening to me? Y'all not listening.
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all not listening. She said, that self-righteous bullshit. We know you out here hoeing. We know you out here in the hotel room. We know you out here in front of the breakfaster's house. She said, don't start. Don't start. We gonna start naming names. Joy Taylor already been outed, so I can already sell you. She was sleeping her way with the executive. She said, don't start. She said, I find it interesting. Y'all got some shit to say. She's 40. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This is a cold, evil world. Let me do some super chats. I got 2 more stories here. Yo, girl going. We got a flight attendant running Coca, another flight attendant. And we have another woman here. It's an old story, but she got married and she was still working as an escort. Damn. Shout out to a man supporting men. Says, I agree with you and you're not lying. Ever since I reached 100K followers on Instagram, I thought about pivoting my content. I plan on setting up a consultation with you for advice. Shout out to you, a man supporting men. You do well, but you have to understand it's a hard pivot. You have to, for the people on the money mindset, they saw my pivot. Like they knew this was coming a long time ago if you follow the money mindset, because it's been a constant conversation about content creator and niche and lanes and pivoting. It's a careful pivot. You have to plan it out. You have to give them a little bit at a time, but I'm not going to tell you everything because that's on the money mindset shit. But the red pill and raging loser men is a dead as a doorknob because it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't get you any business. It doesn't, like, it's hard sell. Because this is a fractured group of men that don't want to buy. They've been, taken advantage of, or they've been losing. So all you're going to do is spin your wheels selling or pandering to a group of men that don't want to become better. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to better themselves. They want to sit up in here with tight jeans and Jordans and T-shirts and baseball caps thinking that these women are going to accept this bullshit because they typically do it for some group of men. But what you're going to find out, it's a no-win for you. You're literally going to put yourself in a hole that you can't recover. So shout out to you. I don't know if I was supposed to read that out loud, but set one up. It's a slow pivot. It's a slow pivot. Shout out to TB, says congrats on the 1 million views on Instagram. OG, a video on my YouTube feed popped up of some Bama with a very surface level take of the free agent lifestyle. Exactly the type of nigga you talked about. And I think it will be a great segment or even a main event to break his ass down to the molecule. His name is, you got his name right there. And I'm not going to say his name. But again, like I said, like I've been doing the free agent lifestyle for a long time. I wrote the book. I literally have everything literally planned out. And it only is getting men's attention since I posted the video about women. Now they're looking at the free agent lifestyle and defining it their own. They're not even buying the book. Like, they're not even doing the research. A lot of those guys don't even realize I was married. Right? The people that are criticizing the free agent lifestyle don't even know I was married. They don't even know I've already had kids. They didn't know I was divorced. They have no clue. But all they see now is free agent lifestyle. Oh, just traveling trick. Like, so that's their research. That's their research. And they're like, all right. And then they do a video and they go ham on it. And I'm like, oh, wow. So we don't care about what their take is at this point because it really is irrelevant. Even the idea of the red pill and free agent lifestyle is kind of a dying breed because people don't really want the message. They don't want to understand. They want to find fault. They want to find fault. And think about this. I had a clean record going into posting that video, but because I posted that video, people now either can find fault in my message that knew about me or that discovered me now can find fault just going in, walking in the door. We talk about women and their dating strategies. When I tell you men are the same, they're no different, specifically black men. Okay. But black men are the same as women. I've been saying that for a long time. Haven't I told you pro-black men are the same as women? They're the same as women and feminists. They have the same mindset. When women date, they're on a fault-finding mission. When men try to find help, they're not trying to find help. They're trying to find fault in the person delivering the message. So if they can't find fault, they'll just wait. They'll just ignore you and wait. All right, we're going to wait until we can find fault. Then they find fault, and then that's a disqualifier. They're like, okay, now we can disqualify him as a messenger to help us because we finally found something that I'm vehemently against that he promotes. People have been trying to do that for a long time. He don't believe in God, Hafiz. What was the other thing? I would say, yeah, he doesn't believe in God was one of them. He's against pro-blacks. He doesn't like black people. He's a sellout. That was another thing people tried, and it didn't get legs. Now it's this. Now they're just waiting for me to go broke or, catch a Me Too. That's what they're waiting on now. And they're trying to find that. They're trying to find that. Men are not different than women. And this is me telling you as a person that's been presiding in front of this group for 10 years almost. Men and women are the same. In fact, men are worse than women. The men overwhelmingly. The reason why shit is fucked up because it's the men, not the women. But I hope they start sharing my stuff because that's how you go viral. That's how people find you. Nobody's going to find me during my live streams. They're only going to find me if people keep talking about me. So keep talking about me. I don't mind because everything that I've said, I've admitted to. So it ain't like you're exposing new information. You can find me admitting this since 2022. So I haven't hid anything. Shout out to our brother, No Government Name. Gen Z men have already been trained and conditioned that everything in life is transactional. Look at video games with battle passes and everything having a subscription. Gen Z, as a Gen Zer, it's funny seeing married guys talk about spinning plates and PUAs getting BBLs. Shout out to you right there. All right. Did I say Larry C? Coach, speaking of she going, my wife is leaving me due to my addiction to horse racing, and she's taking the kids. They're all packed up and ready to go. They're at the gate now and off, and they're off. Shout out to you. Shout out to you and the coach gang. I messed it up at the end. DJ says, you bring up a good point about black clubs and bars going out of business due to low sales. My friend owns a declining club. What could he do to pivot? Remember me saying this? What did I say? I can make more money tailoring my message to women than men. What year did I say that? 2023? I knew then. I was like, if I wanted to make money, I can tailor my message to women. Then I also said, if you want to start a business and make money, tailor it to women, not men. Why? Because men don't buy. Men only buy when it comes to a woman associated with it. Men rarely buy. They don't even buy cars for their own enjoyment. They buy cars because they might get some hoes. So if you want to actually make money, tailor your business, not your club, your business to women. Go into business for women. Makeup, hair, wigs, weave, not nightclubs, but tailor your business to women. The reason why, especially black clubs and black restaurants, these are the cheapest motherfuckers in the world. They're cheaper than yous. They will sit at your table at a fine dining experience that require reservations, sit up there and talk shit, order pictures of water, a side of lemons, and a whole bunch of sugar, and they'll sit there and make lemonade at your table. And you a nice establishment. They'll get up on the tables and the chairs. They've already proven this. And get up and dance and tear shit up. Niggas will come in there fighting. And these are supposedly not the bad Negroes. These are supposedly the good Negroes. But all it takes is a series of bad Negroes to show up. With nightclubs, we learned this with Dre's here in Las Vegas. Dre shut down for a variety of reasons, but one of them is that a lot of the people who went to Dre's were pimps and fake pimps and Macs and dudes looking to run game and mouthpiece niggas all standing in their t-shirts in the corner, mad dogging, not buying booths, not spending money on drinks. What did they do? I ain't buying drinks for these hoes. What do the hoes do? I ain't buying drinks for myself unless they taking CGA trick money over there. But what happens is people go to these establishments, complain about the pricing, and then the doors close. Okay? The doors are going to close eventually. You cannot host these establishments without selling high-price alcohol in sections. So what do these people do? Oh, the clubs die because of the sections and the high-price alcohol. Okay, I understand that. But when you see Tao and Omnia and Encore still bumping and nobody's playing hip hop and R&B, that's because those people know in order to keep them doors open, a small subsection of the people gonna have to sell sections and pay for high price alcohol. I don't think it's fair. It's not smart. But when you don't have a club for R&B, hip hop, and rap, that's because you guys go to these establishments thinking it's a freebie and a free for all. That they are there to host you niggas to stand around and take up space and try to pick up girls and put their ass on the blade, or pick up girls and get their phone number and not buy anything. Well, you have a conundrum. You have a problem. I don't think that people should sell liquor at that high price. I think that is messed up. But you can't continue to think these establishments are going to hold the door open and keep business going and turn on the lights and invite and pay for good acts to come if you're not going to buy. Okay. And this is why these fly by night experiences end up disappearing. They're there for a week, a month, a year, and they go out of business. They go bust because the experience is the people come there to not pay. They go there to not pay. And they make no bones about it. We ain't gonna pay for shit. We ain't buying drinks for the women. We're not buying drinks for ourselves. We're gonna come in and bring our own bottle, and we're gonna go in there and cause a ruckus. So we're not gonna buy sections. We're gonna just stand on the side and mad dog. People think I'm tripping, but I just showed you a video. Niggas just standing around. So now you have no establishments tailored to your group of people and your demographics. Look at all these niggas, man. I guarantee you I don't see a lot of people holding drinks. I see a lot of niggas with their arms crossed and people just taking up space. Okay. Another example, no drinks for these niggas. They just there. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's a catch-22. All right. And you know, the women don't got money to buy drinks because they're waiting for the men to buy them drinks. But the men are like, we ain't buying drinks for these women. Hey, bro, that's what's going on. But what I do know is that there are people that are going to pay and that don't understand. They got the money to throw around, and their music, their club, their experience is going to be tailored to that. You decide. You decide what you want from this life. But coming out here bumming your way through good, positive experiences, it ain't going to last long. Right? It ain't going to last long. And then what we also saw was people, the EDM group. People were saying I was tricking, but all I was doing was enjoying life in the video. Right? In my video, people said I was tricking, but what I was doing was literally enjoying life. Okay. Okay. Watch this. I'm enjoying life. All right, what says right there? Okay, there I am right there in the elevator. There I am in a helicopter. There I am. I'm doing nothing but standing in front of a restaurant hugging. I'm at a boxing match. All right, I'm in the elevator. Okay, that one right there. All right, but look, I'm in Turks and Caicos. So what they look at as me enjoying life, they assume I did it for the woman. I'm in a helicopter. He's overpaying. I'm on a boat. He's on a boat. He had a nerve to take a woman out on a boat. He's at a restaurant tricking. He's on a boat tricking. He's at he took her to a boxing match tricking. You realize that this set people off and call me a trick. All right. He bought her a drink tricking. He took her in he had the nerve to take this woman in a car. How dare he do that? He's doing way too much tricking. He's sitting in a section with a woman talking. That's tricking. Tricking, I say. He's at a nightclub and those girls only want him because he's giving them drinks. I'd say he's tricking. You see, this is what they call tricking, y'all. He spun her in a circle. Tricking. He took her to a dinner. How dare him? This is trick shit. This is nothing but tricking. Oh, look at this. Champagne? Tricking. See, this is what I'm telling you. These dudes are low-class men. This dude literally enjoying his life. He bought a drink. He's sipping champagne. How dare this nigga? Oh, he took a girl on an ATV ride. What a trick. She only there because he giving her an ATV ride. This is literally tricking, y'all. Oh, he's in his Porsche with a white girl. That's tricking. See, he only getting her because he in that Porsche. Oh, he took her out to dinner? What a fucking trick. This guy's the biggest trick. This literally set them off. Now they out here talking about I'm tricking because of this. Look. Oh, he took her to a football game? What a trick. See, I could get girls without taking them to football game and getting them drinks. You see, this is what they're determining that is tricking. Like, this is the one this is what set them off. This guy's paying for pussy. Obviously, he took her to a football game. Okay, wait a minute. I have season tickets to the Raiders. I mean, I go all the football games. I have 2 seats. Sometimes I take my son. Sometimes I take my mom. Sometimes I take a girl. But I was going to the game regardless. So that game, my son was in college. My mother didn't want to go. Hey, can't say her name. He took her to a football game down on the field level. What a trick. Oh, look at this. He got to be tricking. He's at the day club at the Encore. That's got to be tricking. Look at this champagne. I can do it without paying for drinks. Now, let's go back to what I said, the business model. The business model for black men is to literally provide opportunities for them to have sex, get or chase women without paying any money. If they have to pay any money, they're going to avoid it at all costs. So your question is, your homeboy has a black club and bar is going out of business due to low sales. The problem is you tailored your business to black people. Never tailor your business to black people. Second, never tailor your business to black men. This is a recipe to go broke. You're going to go broke. You're going to go out of business. This is not up for debate. Black people, then black men. These are the 2 worst consumers on the market fucking place. They'll buy from white people. They're not going to buy from niggas. They'll buy from Middle Eastern, Persian, Indian people. They'll buy from them. All you got to do is put Versace, Gucci, Fendi, Prada. You got niggas. All right, you got them. But to tailor your business as a black person for black people is a recipe to go bankrupt. You're going to go bankrupt. Then black men, you're going to go bankrupt, nigga. Don't even waste your time. All right, I'm hating this, but it is the truth. I know this going in. Anyway, we got some support. What are your thoughts on America being viewed as a business than a country to people internationally? I think the only thing that unites America is the U.S. dollar. Once the dollar gets weak internationally, the average American won't realize this for sure. All right. The U.S. dollar powers the world. U.S. dollar powers the world. Luis says just got back from an offshore job this weekend. All right. You just got back from an offshore job today. Listen to your earlier stream the whole way back. Thanks for everything. It's free agent lifestyle for life. Shout out to Luis, man. Keep it working. Dragon blood, a disease to knock niggas' dick off and have their women's pussies in flames. This is the best show on YouTube. Thank God and Allah for CGA. Ain't gonna stop them. Sodom and Gomorrah. We got no government name. Most Americans don't realize that the world is dropping the U.S. dollar for the Chinese yuan. Also, American Airlines have no trust for the U.S., slowly pulling their association. Western men don't have any will to fight for their society, especially U.S. Unlike the East, the West is cook. Big Boy says, Coach had 3 funerals this past weekend, buried my 54-year-old best friend, my brother-in-law, and my niece's grandmother. Manhood is tough sometimes. Keep doing what you're doing, Coach. Motivation. Man, shout out to you. Death is real. So when you have that, it'll wake you up. Your favorite Greek musician says, if you don't have social media presence, it's going to be really hard to get women. Facts. It seems like most attractive women are only going to date athletes, billionaires, and rappers. Even if you're 6'5", social media presence, and make good money, to some, it's not even enough. It's just crazy. And this guy that tweeted just sent that as a millionaire. Confirmed. It's a millionaire. Okay. Shout out to you. He's confirmed millionaire. I know him. I did a coaching program with him back in, I want to say 2021. And he's a millionaire. And look, people are going to poo-poo this. But remember, when we're talking about dating, we're not talking about really hooking up, but we're kind of including hooking up. We're also not talking about people over 32. This is what we have to understand. We're not talking about people over 32 unless you're trying to date younger women. We're really talking about the years 18 to 32. This is what people have to get. So some dude's going to tell me, not me, and he's going to tell me he's 40. He's going to tell me about the 37-year-old bum fat chick that he boned. We're not talking about that. That's there. But both of y'all are losers at the end of the day. We're talking about young people. And this guy that's talking right here that tweeted, he's a millionaire. I know him. He's probably in his mid to late 20s. I want to say he's probably in his late 20s. Social media is a big thing for young people. It's pretty big. Although we shouldn't want it to be. If you show up and you don't have social media, you pretty much look like a serial killer to a young woman. You look like a serial killer. Like what? Because what is the first thing they'll say? They'll say, I can't give you my phone number. I'll give you my Instagram. Guys, what are they going to do with this information? They're going to investigate you. We know women. They're going to investigate you. Any detail you give them, an address, they're going to go on Zillow. Instagram, they're going to look at your account. They're going to see if you got kids, married. Okay, if you got a girlfriend, do you got swag? Do you get bitches? What's your profile? How many people you following? Do you follow porn stars? They're going to go to your following. Do you follow big booty hoes, OnlyFans girls? What's your social media profile? It's not just your followers. It's not just your presence. They're going to go in there. How many likes does he get? What's his engagement? Who's engaging with him? Are there women engaging with him? Are there men? Who did you vote for? That's way too much information. So that's why women have figured out to go for the Instagram, not the phone number. It's not because they don't want to give you the phone number. That's one of the reasons why. But they also can get way more information from you to get the Instagram. So if you don't give it to them, you're going to look like a serial killer ass nigga. What are you hiding? If you do give it to them, well, your shit better be popping. Because when I give it my Instagram to young women, they end up going, oh, wow. Because I got 150,000 followers. In their world, why does this old man got 150,000 followers? We actually did this live on the Ask Coach Greg Adams channel. A woman came up. She said, I don't know who you are, but you popped up on my feed. You're interesting. And I started telling her,
Get him, daddy.
it's get 'em daddy season. I was like, come on, go ahead and send me a DM. Get in my DMs. Who remembers this? This was just last week. We did it live. So she came up. She was like, who are you, daddy? Yep, she came up.
Okay, daddy.
Boiling. This was on the Ask Coach Greg Adams channel. She did it live. And I was like, go ahead and send me a DM. She went over to my Instagram. I was like, this is my Instagram. She went over there. She came back. She was like, oh. What did she say? She said, looks like you're a ladies' man.
Okay, daddy.
Look like you're a lady man. She was like, oh, see, that's an example of how social media matters, because she was able to look real quick and in 3 minutes determine he got all these hoes. And she was like, well, I can't compete. Can't compete with that. I thought this was just some old nigga I could just pick up and dust him off and clean him up. But she went over there and she saw this. She's like, oh, shit. All right, this nigga got hoes. She's like, oh, little fine young pieces of calico. So I can't run the game and finesse him and try to get him for his little ducats. All right, he seems like he's very well taken care of, and he got access to women. All right, she didn't have the stomach. She was like, well, there goes that.
Do you have the stomach?
She didn't have the stomach. Okay, she didn't have the stomach. She's like, oh, shit, he got young tenders on here with braces and shit. I can't compete with that. This nigga got reach. He got reach. He got abundance. And he ain't afraid to show it off. Oh, she was like, I can't compete with that. I can't do nothing with that. She dipped out. She stuck around for a minute. Yeah, she did stick around for a little bit. She stuck around, but that's an example of what he was saying. Social media, it matters. She probably still got in the DMs, because I don't check my DMs like that. Somebody else does. So she probably still reached out like, oh, shit, and got the auto responses. Like, okay. Appreciate that, bro. So let's get on to this story here. Then we'll do the rest of the chats. But I've had women, when I go to Asia, when I go to South America and I get Instagram, they follow me. Even some of them still follow me and be like, hey, daddy, I see you out here with these other women. Looks like you're having fun. They're out there with other men. It don't matter. But in South America, my Instagram number literally says millions. Okay, so they're in Spanish, 1,000 is a million. So when you pull it up on their phone, it says 1.5 million. So that's what it says on their phone. So their eyes go, whoa. Same thing in the Philippines. Same thing in some parts of Asia. It pulls up an astronomical number. In their world, that's celebrity. For young women, that's celebrity. Even to the media, that's celebrity. Because the one woman that got killed, the black woman, had like 77,000 followers, and they was like, oh, she has a massive following on the internet. I was like, shit, that's massive. 77,000 is massive. Yes, because most people only got 5,000 followers. Most men only got 323 followers. So to reach over 50,000 followers, you have a massive audience. You have massive reach. You can reach thousands of people. So you are a you are a pseudo celebrity. People will say they have a massive following. Well, I'm way above that. Right, way above that. Way far that. So where am I? So if I say I'm a celebrity, are y'all gonna ha and kiki and say whatever, nigga? Okay, well, if 77,000 followers is massive, what is my following? Colossal. Okay. Colossal. Compared to that. You can't poo-poo that. All right, anyway. Where we at? We got this one right here. A flight attendant. So this is your girls going, y'all. Your girl going, especially when it comes to younger women. Flight attendant who fled without Gucci shoes charged over coca stash. Flight attendant jailed, accused of smuggling 70 pounds of coca. Holy mackerel. And it is a fine ass Jamaican woman too. Wait till you see her. She gorgeous, bruh. And she's also monetized. So, which means in effect, this is an older story. This is from 10 years ago. But when you see, when I talk about certain women are monetized and going, it has to be understood that just because she's not a hooker or an escort, or just because she's not like a OnlyFans girl, doesn't mean she's not monetized. She's also a former beauty pageant winner. But you can see how fast a woman like that can look at a regular job and use that regular job to be monetized. So women use jobs to elevate themselves. They marry within the job. They get connected with the movers and shakers within the job. They don't just do the job. It's not enough to just do the job. Michelle Beetle said that. These women in sports are doing extra shit. You see what I mean? So you're learning here. Your girl's going. So when she says, I got a career and I'm doing this and that, and I got work husbands, and they're using the job to get to the other status. They're all monetized. It says a flight attendant who fled a security check, allegedly leaving behind 68 pounds of coca and her Gucci shoes, was in custody on Wednesday. Her name is Marsha Gay Reynolds, age 32 at the time, now 42, probably married. She's a former Jamaican beauty queen, surrendered in New York, and was charged with possession of coca with the intent to distribute in a federal criminal complaint. Court papers did not say what airline she worked for, but we know what it is. She works for JetBlue. The suspect went on the lam Friday night after she showed up for a flight out of Los Angeles International Airport and was selected for a random screening. We're going to show you why that messed up, but that's the woman right there. There she is right there. They are all are monetized. Beauty queens are no different than models, are no different than escorts. They're all kind of in the same lane. They're all in the same lane. And it says right here, the attendant, who normally would get to bypass bag screening as a crew member, became visibly nervous and made a phone call in a foreign language, the TSA officers told police. So she would normally not have to go through screening as a flight attendant, but she got randomly screened. As she was being escorted to the front of the screening area, she kept trailing behind and then suddenly bolted towards an elevator, dropped her roller bag, and taking off her designer shoes. She ran down and up escalator. She ran down an up escalator out of the building and disappeared. Inside her bag, police found 11 bricks of coca wrapped in green plastic and placed in the yellow and white envelopes, clothing, and a package of condoms, and a $5.38 in cash. Oh, no.
Can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm broke?
$5.38.
Dead, flat, stony, broke.
Damn.
I've got $3.85 in my purse.
And for those who think I misread that, it does say and a $5.38 in cash. So it does say and a $5.36. So I did not misread that. But the pack of condoms, this woman was getting it in. Coca and condoms and $5.38 in cash. But it says, and a $5.38 in cash. I don't know why they put and a. All right. I thought it was going to be a check. But and a $5.38 in cash. So she also selling puss. She's selling a lot of things. Okay. So let me go ahead and skip this particular thing so we can skip the reading. We do have video here. We do have video of the situation here. Golly. It's an evil world we live in, brothers.
It's an evil world we live in.
Oh, my goodness. It says JetBlue flight attendant arrested after smuggling $3 million in coca. All right, let's play the video right here. Here we go right here. This is it. All right, hold on for a second. Let's see if you can rewind it a little bit. Why is it not playing? Hold on for a second. Hold up for a second. Let me refresh it. Let me refresh it. This is the video right here. Let's see if we can get the volume up. Okay. Hold on for a second. Damn. This mouse moving all over the place. Here we go. Play the video. Oh, shit, it ain't playing? Oh, wow. Damn, it's not playing. All right, but here it is right here. That's her. This is her being confronted about something. I don't know if this really happened, but that's her. Beautiful, bruh. Beautiful woman. But of course she going. This is why I always tell you. What do I always tell you? I never trust older, beautiful women. Soon as I see older, beautiful women, I knew they've been about that life. So if she's over 35, 40, and 45 and she wants to deal with me, I never be like, oh, I got a good one. I'll be like, I know she's been connected for life. My prime example for this is Steve Harvey's wife, okay? And people think I'm tripping. Oh, you just scared. When I see beautiful, attractive women and they want to come for me, I'll be like, this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. You had all this chance and you're targeting me at 37, 42, 45. I'd rather go for a younger woman that's beautiful and pay as opposed to deal with an older, beautiful woman because she just knows too much. She been too clued into the streets and the politics. She know drug dealers and kingpin niggas. She know too many athletes and celebrity niggas. She been too much in the game, heavy in the game. So I never trust them. I'll be like, no, hell no, bruh. Hell no. You know too many niggas that can end my life with one phone call. You know too many sugar daddy niggas that can bring a plane. Nope. Too much life experience. They live the life that I'll never understand. Okay. All right. For some reason, it's not playing. It must be because I'm live. So I'll go ahead and roll the video here. They didn't cut the audio on it right here. They didn't cut the audio. But older, attractive women are a no-go zone for me. I'll have sex with you. That's about it. No relationship. I'm not lucky. Oh, I got lucky. I got this beautiful older woman. I'm always like, nope. The imbalance is way too high. She's too savvy, too street savvy. For some reason, it's not playing here. I don't know what's going on here, but it's the New World Order. So I guess I'm going to just have to, I'm just going to have to tell the story, I suppose. But this is her right here. And the problem with this story how she got, there she is right there. How she got again is because, apex predators, right? This is who I call apex predators. All right. Apex predators. They're too savvy about life. They know how to manipulate people. They're too cunning. They know how to look into your eyes. They know how to get you to buckle. They know how to just drop your guard. They know way too much. But she bad as a monkey ficky. She bad as a Mickey Ficky, and that probably might be her real hair. All right. She gorgeous. But she good to look at. But apparently what got her was because she was a flight attendant, like they said, she never had to get searched. And because she was a trusted individual, I'm pretty sure that's changed now. They let her go. And she was able to run this drug organization using her flight attendant status. So she was a key cog in the mix. Well, apparently, let's talk about what her sentencing was. She was 31 years old at the time, Jamaican-born individual. Her residence was in Queens, New York. She was a former Jamaican beauty queen. She attended New York University and ran track. See, when I told you earlier, you guys try to look for the markers of like, okay, a woman that lives like this would obviously have bad marks going in. You would obviously be able to tell if she's a street person, right? She would be a hooker, escort all her life. She would be down bad. And I'm like, no, as I told you, your girl going, these girls are going and they got educated. They got education. They were track stars. They played basketball in college. They were consultants. They worked in corporate. They're not just women that are down out and down bad. These are daughters and nieces and stuff like that. They're choosing this life. These aren't impoverished women that like, I had no other choice. But people don't want to hear that shit. You want to make up your own narrative. Beauty queen. So she obviously was a good woman. She was a beauty queen. No. Vanessa Williams was a beauty queen, Miss America, and they found all kind of nudies. Right? They found her out there spreading it wide open. They found her out here spreading her lips. Because why? The fast money is too easy for them. It's too easy. It's too easy to get this life. They're pretty. They're attractive. They're invited to this and that. They're getting conversations by Nino Brown and professional athletes and celebrities and managers. They're being told, hey, you know what? You do this. Why don't you run that? Then they end up heavy in the game, as Tupac used to say. So that video is not playing. So I'm going to go to the next subject matter, and then we'll do the super chats. This is kind of a review subject. This is old story. All right. This stream allows me to handle old stories. This is an example of where red pill guys say men don't marry hoes. Nobody turns hoes into housewives. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? That is completely untrue. That's a red pill talking point. That is mythology. You can look across the board. Meghan Markle, she got into the goddamn kingdom of the queendom of England. She supposedly was a yacht girl, dated around. You got Logan Paul marrying that woman, that Victoria's Secret model. She definitely was mahi-mahi, getting sold around the marketplace. Gisele Bündchen, she was in the industry. She was a Victoria's Secret model. She had Leonardo DiCaprio. Tom Brady married her. Kim Kardashian running around here with the race car driver, Lewis Hamilton, with 6 kids, 2 divorces, and 3 divorces under her belt. And she was out here, got famous over a fuck tape. She about to marry Lewis Hamilton. Okay. Erica Kirk, beauty model, married that Charlie Kirk, and now she on top of the world when he didn't got his neck blown out. We have to understand that this only soothes you to make you feel better about judging women and believing that they're down and out. They're gonna hit the wall. Nobody gonna marry them. Nobody. Stop the bullshit. Yep, Kamala Harris almost became president and was a sugar baby. Kamala Harris, I call her Kamala. Kamala Harris almost got elected president, and she was a sugar baby. And she's married. By the way, she's married. Do you think the husband don't know she was a sugar baby for Willie Brown? Come on. Stop the red pill madness. It can happen easily. Why? Because men like beautiful women. They not all get no red pill talking points. Men like access to beautiful women, no matter what she looks, what her past was, no matter what she did. They want a beautiful woman on his arm that he can claim for his own. And hopefully her past don't get discovered. Sometimes he will overlook the signs of this, and he'll just say, well, she's a good woman now in front of me, so that's all that matters. Case in point, a New York surgeon. Yeah, Andrew Wilson. I don't want to say nothing, but people will justify marrying a 304. But call me a trick. It says New York surgeon, beauty queen wife settles divorce amid claims she was a hooker. You've heard this story before on my channel, but Dr. Han Jo Kim and former Miss Connecticut Regina Taylor put their contentious split to bed. What had happened was, let's go ahead and show you the picture. This is a guy who made $500,000 a year. He can marry any woman he wants. He can go back to wherever Han Jo Han comes from, Han Jo Kim, which I believe is Korean. He can go back to Korea and marry anybody he wants. There's a lot of plastic women in Korea. There's a lot of beautiful Koreans in Korea, bro. He can get anybody he wants in the world. He represents the top 5% of incomes in the world. What did he end up with? Marrying the escort. Right? But again, beauty queens are escorts. I mean, there's a fine line between beauty queen and escort. There's a fine line. Most of the time, they overrun that line real quick. So let's read the story here. He tried to wife up and make her a housewife. She played his ass, and it happened. A bitter divorce between a top New York City spine surgeon And his beauty queen wife was quickly settled on Monday after he made tawdry accusations in court papers that claimed she was moonlighting as a high-priced call girl. Hospital for special surgery, Dr. Han Jo Kim and former Miss Connecticut, USA, Regina Turner, put their contentious split to bed before a public hearing scheduled at 10 a.m. Men are in love, women are in business. It's always going to go to court with marriage. The swift settlement following a stunning 264-page filing in Manhattan Superior Court, in which Kim, age 41, alleged that his 32-year-old wife was pocketing nearly $700,000 in cash from Johns since their November 27th, 2015 nuptials. In essence, she was making more than him selling poontang. She was making more than him selling poontang on the side while being a wife, and he knew nothing. He knew nothing the whole time. Golly. It says Kim filed for divorce in 2020 after finding a racy text message from another man on a computer in the couple's Upper East Side home, according to the complaint. What did I tell you? Her real life is in that phone. I don't know why you guys just suggest not to check your woman's phone. I guarantee you 80% of relationships will go kaboom if both people had access to both people's phone. If I let you guys, 80%, 100% of relationships right now, you get access to your spouse's phone, we would have an 80% divorce rate. 80% overnight. I don't know why you guys keep suggesting that you trust your other person with their phone. I do not. It's a no-go zone. Any woman want a serious relationship with me, you're going to have to give up access to that phone. All right? Because I'm not giving you a commitment till I see that phone. And I'm checking everything because I got a stream telling you what to check. I'm checking everything. All right? I'm checking everything, bruh. If everybody got access to their spouse's phone, man or female, it's over. Everybody losing. Okay? Everybody losing. It's a wrap. Trust me on this one. 80% divorce rate overnight. So it took him to find a racy text message, and that was the tip of the iceberg. The leading doctor claims he learned his wife's alleged secret double life after they separated in April. Became aware that she had been exchanging sexual services for the receipt of money with multiple men prior to and after their marriage. So I talked about this today. If you don't do the investigation prior of her prior life, you're going to assume she's a good girl and she's going to continue that life. I said that earlier today, right? Because you don't check and you don't set boundaries, you just assume, his marriage is about trust. She's like, he didn't check. She don't stop the life because you got in a relationship with her. She don't stop the life because you married her. She's going to continue that life because you didn't check. You didn't set a boundary. You have to set boundaries. You have to have them qualify. Because if you don't check, she's not going to stop living that life. She's just going to keep living that life. I said that earlier today. That's exactly what happened. It says Turner's alleged financial records show $675,000 in cash deposits between 2015 to 2021, with many checks coming from a New Jersey real estate executive, as well as a lighting designer's UK-based company. So men are paying them her high income based on her right through their businesses. It remains inconceivable to plaintiff that given his substantial earnings as a spine surgeon and his enormous generosity to the defendant, that the defendant continued to sell pussy for money during the marriage. As I said, what men think is that if I can provide her a life, I showed you a video of that earlier today. A guy thought if I pay for the bills, she'll trade that back in loyalty. Remember the white couple? the white couple. Oh, I pay for everything. And he thought that gets traded back in loyalty. That's not true. And he said, I make $500,000 a year. I got real estate. I put her up in a house. I decorated it for her. I thought that she wouldn't do something like this. You thought wrong. That's what you thought. But I'm here to tell you, that's not how it works. Sorry, gentlemen. Sorry, not sorry. That's not how it works. I've been done told you, I've been there, done that. That's not how it works. The woman doesn't say, oh, you going to put me up? Or I'll put my past life away. She going to figure out how to double dip. I thought Sugar Free told you. They going to figure out how to double dip.
Do you have the stomach?
This is when dudes make women out to be the victim. Oh, you take advantage of these girls. Guys, if you paid them the same money to not do what I paid them to do, let's just say you go to any country, you go to America. If you pay these women the same money that I paid them to do something to not do it, she's going to take the money from you and come still see me. That's called double dipping.
Do you have the stomach?
99.9% chance she takes your goofy ass money and still comes over my house and do monkey double backflips all over me like she was gonna do anyway. Why? Because you can't save these hoes. Ain't no morality out here. Okay? She's doing this. She's not a victim of this. She's making choices. Y'all don't want to hear me though. Y'all want to act like I'm talking out of my side of my neck. You can go to the Philippines. You can go to Thailand and tell all of them hoes at the go-go bar, here, I'll pay you not to fuck dirty old men. And you sit there in front of the go-go bar. Them bitches will still be up there on stage with their titties out. Fucking old men for money. You're going to see them go right to the Hard Rock Cafe from Soy 6 after you done paid them to not sell their pussy today. You can go to a strip club in Houston and tell them hoes not to pop their pussy on stage. You can give them their whole rate. Here's 500. Here's 1,500. Don't pop no pussy today. They literally gonna let you walk off and go pop their pussy on stage that night. This is a guarantee. This is the game. Okay? You ain't got the stomach.
Do you have the stomach?
It's a guarantee because they're choosing to do this. It's easy, fast money. They don't want to flip burgers, nigga, for morality, for Christ. Because you touching them now. When they get worn out and abused and coke, they become a cokehead and cracked out and pimped out. Then they'll start thinking about this, but they don't even stop then. They just find a way to transmute that into another form of a relationship. They just go find a trick to support them and put them up. So this is a prime example. Again, he said, hey, look, it's inconceivable with the lifestyle that I gave her, the gifts that I bought her, the vacations that I put on her, the jewelry that I bought her, the handbags, the shopping. It's inconceivable that with the money I made, that she would still go out there and sell pussy while I was married. This is what hurts men. And then who do they blame? The men. You blame me. I didn't do nothing. She said Turner, who was crowned Miss Connecticut, she won the whole Connecticut in 2011, allegedly covered up her secret sex work by telling her hubby she had a tech startup and was receiving venture capitalist funding. So she even had a story. I have a tech startup and I'm receiving venture capitalist funding. She also claimed that she had to travel for work or that she was going out with girlfriends, all things that wives tell husband, and when they don't believe them, they act like we're the weirdos. She literally telling them what every wife and girlfriend tells their boyfriend and husband. Oh, I got to travel for work. Oh, I got to go out with the girlfriends. This is literally the same excuse. But guess what happened? She was getting flown out. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you what women say the day that they do. All right. And y'all not going to realize this, but this is what women tell men and their family that they do, specifically their family. I don't know if y'all gonna know. Let me see if y'all know. What is a young woman? We're talking about young women. We're talking about 20 to 25. What are they going to tell their family that they do? That is going to look valid because they can provide proof that they're doing it. And most people aren't going to investigate pretty much that they're doing this. They're just going to be able to see it and go, oh, okay. What today do young women say that they do to earn money? Real estate is one. Yeah, I see one that got it. I see one that they got it. This is a big one. Content creator. Yep. Streamer. Content creator. Social media. Oh, I make money on Twitch. I make money on YouTube. I make money on Instagram. I got all these deals and these. And then you'll look and say, okay, there's the followers. There's their Twitch page. Oh, I'm a gamer. I do Twitch streams. And they'll literally do them here and there, sporadically. You as a person, you're not going to look and say, when were you online, how many followers you got, how many people watching, how do you earn money? You're normally going to go, oh, influencer, content creator, streamer. That's the big one. So instead, this is 2011. She said, I have a tech startup. Now they'll just use social media. Oh, I'm an influencer. I'm a streamer. I'm a Twitcher. You guys got it. You picked it up really well. So that's the new one for 20 to 25. 25 and up is going to be real estate. All right. Real estate. But they'll tell their parents and friends they're a streamer with 10 views on the stream. But most people ain't going to look, but you'll see the page and you'll be like, oh, I see their Twitch page. I see them. They went stream, but they'll tell their mom that they're a Twitch streamer. All right. That's the new one. So watch out for that. Okay. Anyway, I'm giving y'all the game, but here's some ecclesiastical pictures of this couple, and we'll do the super chats right here. This is her being crowned 2011 Miss Connecticut, right there. Real life.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first runner-up to this year's title is Marie Lynn Piscatelli, Miss Connecticut USA 2011 is Regina Turner.
I can't turn down the volume. Oh, there it is right there. So that's real life. So there she is. I mean, look, regular woman, right? She couldn't sell pussy. She's beautiful, right? Yes, she can. Yes, she can. I tell you, beauty pageant model ain't no different from escort, prostitute. It's all in the same vein because they're exposed to people. They have people called patrons. Ballet almost used to be this as well. So ballet used to be this. Actually, kind of still is all the way up until the 90s and 2000s. Women that did ballet. Oh, she's a good ballet student. She practices. No, she had patrons. Oh, she didn't. Oh, her crown. And all right, fix your crown. Fix your crown. But there she is, an ecclesiastical wife. But ballet girls used to have older, mature men as patrons and support them, aka sugar daddies. All right. I actually covered that story before. And you're like, oh, she's a ballet dancer. She's a good student. She practices 1,000 hours a week. She ain't got time to sell poom poom. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Nannies. They're all monetized, guys. They're all monetized. Sports sideline reporter, Michelle Beetle, Instagram influencer, Twitch streamer. Come on, man. What more do y'all need to see? This is too heavy for y'all because y'all gonna say, oh, man, this is just too much. This is too much. Flight attendant. We had 2 flight attendants out here running coke. Okay. Flight attendant, host, bartender. But then y'all think ecclesiastical wife. Ecclesiastical wife. She's a good woman. She's one of the good ones. She's not like all those other beauty pageant women.
Do you have the stomach?
And there she is married. Look at her. And she looking at this goof ass nigga like this.
Look at this bitch ass nigga.
Massage therapist. Oh, I massage people at hotels. Okay. Let's put 2 and 2 together, bro. You work in Las Vegas as a massage therapist. You do out calls and you sometimes end up in dudes' rooms and hotels at the damn Venetian. Who exposed that? The Craigslist killer. Right? So most of the time women get exposed through So the Craigslist killer exposed that. Remember, he was going through Craigslist and he was finding massage therapists and he was murking them. And then the people found out that their daughter was out there selling pussy, the Craigslist killer. Oh, she just did massages. She never rubbed and jerked. She went to a nigga's hotel at the Holiday Inn Express and she wasn't getting tossed. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. She just ran up in some dude's hotel, showed up to give a massage. Huh? At 3 a.m. Stop the cap. Okay, see? See? Y'all don't want to hear this. But then when she went up there and got deleted, had to face facts. The family had to literally go, oh, man, well, she was one of the good ones. She really didn't do that. Okay. All right. All right, cool. We gonna go for that, huh? All right. She was a massage therapist. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let me do these super chats ecclesiastically, man. It's an evil world we live in. Do you have a stomach out here, brothers? Do you have a stomach? What people are going to do is they're not going to check. Like, it's better for you to be ignorance is bliss. I'd rather not know, ass nigga. Hustle Every Day says paying for a good time is not tricking. Free agent lifestyle for life. And he says, Ninja, stop dyeing your beards. Stand on silver. Let that gray come in, brothers. The women love it. And shout out to our brother Jay Harris says, be careful of the dick police out here. All right. They really out here trying to police your dick on the internet. And they really just mad. They really just mad that you done found a way to circumvent the system of their simping. It is what it is. And they want to make you out to be the bad guy. It is what it is, brothers, man. It is cold. It is cold out here. It's just cold like the middle of the winter, man. Your girl going. Watch out for your daughters, your nieces. You better do some investigation because if you don't investigate, you're going to end up getting got. Lamont James says this is the career killing type of information. There's no hope and you don't own that poisse. Mitch is punching the air right now. This man literally said, I owned her poom poom and she found a way to still sell it. And he was flabbergasted. You don't own it out here, bro. You don't own nothing. She ain't your girl. She ours. The Y is silent. Especially highly attractive women. Highly attractive women. Let me tell you something, man. They do not want to sit at a keyboard and sit there and type for $15 to $18 an hour. Like that to them, that's crazy. They're like, what? They're 25, 28, 30. You're telling me they're going to sit there and work for $20 an hour? That's not their world. They get tips when they were hostesses at 16 from 40-year-old men to get their phone number, working at Fleming's as a hostess. They come out with $200 just telling niggas go where to sit down. Right? At 16 and 17, right out of high school, fresh out. Don't be mad at me. It's happening. It happens. All right. I'm not telling you that's what you should do, but it happens since she was 16 and beautiful. And the general manager hired to stand there and grab menus and sit niggas down. She then came home with $200 a fucking night, working 3 nights a week. Then you got online internet feet finder and shit like this and OnlyFans and sub lonely fan. Like these bitches like ain't about to sit here and get a degree and type for $25 an hour. Now they'll do it, but they'll do it in conjunction with, they're not going to stop this life. So if they have the ability to do this life, they'll do that in conjunction with real estate, content creator, their regular job, and so forth and so on. Because they'll be like, okay, I'll make the money over here, $25 an hour. Then I'll go to Vegas and work for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, be in a strip club popping that pussy. They come home with more money on a weekend than they had made at their regular job. And their regular job is a front now. It's a cover for them to tell their family, oh, I went to school, got this degree, and I do hair, and I do this, and I do, so that people don't get tipped off. Because beautiful women ain't about to sit here and struggle making $2,000 a month. Right? She can't sell pussy all hours of the week. So, and during the day, guess what she does? I know personal trainer, female personal trainers that do this. During the day, they're a female personal trainer. training clients up at the gym at 6 a.m, telling niggas counting, doing push-ups, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 2 more. Then when it's time to go at night, they in stripper heels and they at the motherfucking Sapphire stripping. They make $3,000 a month doing personal training. They make $3,000 a weekend stripping and escorting. Double dipping. But I'm trying to tell y'all the real, bro. I ain't trying to sugarcoat shit. They just are not used to being out here struggling like the rest of these ugly women, average looking women. They not about here making $2,500 a month trying to figure out how to make ends meet. They're going to figure something out. They're going to go on What's Your Price and try to date for some money. But then they're going to blame me. All right, they're going to find a way to blame me. You're going to have to stop this, gentlemen. This is what you're going to have to stop. You can't stop me. Because if you stop me from doing this and benefiting from this marketplace that is widely available worldwide, let's say you stop me, there's still going to be pussy for sale tomorrow. They still going to be doing it tomorrow. Let's say if you expose me, I literally expose myself doing it, by the way. Hold on for a second. Say if you stop me from doing it, it ain't going to stop nary any one of these narrow ass bitches from doing it tomorrow. They going to be out here throwing that shit around next week, next night. Where is this at? I thought I did it over here. Pause. Oh, here it is. Right here. CJ exposed. Going outside. Coach Greg Adams exposed as a sugar daddy. Huh. So y'all trying to expose me as a sugar daddy or a trick when I've already exposed myself. And it got more views than you're going to get on your video, pal. Like, I got 27,000 views. This was 5 months ago. I literally outed myself. Niggas out here, I'm gonna out him. I'm gonna make a video. Okay. The problem is I did it. I already outed myself. It's already out here, bro. Like, I put it out here already. I wasn't hiding it. Thank you for that free advertisement. Thank you for putting my name in the algorithm, but here we are. You're exposing me for something that I've actually exposed myself. But anyway. Oh, man. Shout out to our brother Macaroni Tony. A lesser man would have self-sabotaged by now. You got this ish lined up. They just don't know. Facts. Goodness gracious. No government named D.W says, I didn't think my ex-girlfriend's past mattered until her pookie ex threatened to delete me if he caught me in these streets. He says, don't let them trick you into thinking you're wrong for wanting to know their history. Okay. If you're dating a woman seriously and you ask for her history and she doesn't tell you or guilt you into knowing it, run. Do not stick around, brothers, or you're going to get okie doked. She going to pull the okie doke on you. Now, ladies, in my opinion, you don't have to tell them a thing. You can just say, I refuse not to tell you. Now, at that point, gentlemen, if you pass go and collect 200, you're the idiot, not her. You're the idiot, but never feel like, oh, well, maybe she doesn't have a right to tell me or I shouldn't matter. You crazy as cat shit in 2026. Knowing what I see these women doing on the dark side. Because dudes get it twisted. They'll sit up here and tell me that women ain't doing what they're doing. And I'm like, I see them doing it every day, bruh. And they'll sit up and tell me, well, that's those women. They're not regular women. I'm like, no, these are regular women. These are your college mates. These are the girls you work with. These are the girls you go to school with. These are the girls that you go on dates with. There's a guy that made a video. Shout out to our brother High Tolerance. As long as a woman leverages that cat, there'll always be a new lease on life. She will go home to Clark Kent, gum swapping, and with a wet ass. You'll be kissing her kids. Kobe, how your kids taste? There's a content creator that said this, and I'm going to out him out here because I outed him on Locals. And I'm like, these dudes don't know, man. And when I tell you this, y'all be out here, man. Who thinks I'm crazy saying what I'm saying? Who thinks I'm wrong? Who thinks I'm wrong saying what I'm saying? Because even the women know I'm right, bro. I mean, but who thinks I'm wrong? Who thinks I'm like, man, coach, you way off base? You don't know what you're talking about. Let me show this guy. He's a dating coach. He's on Instagram. And I'm like, this dude don't have a clue, bruh. This dude don't have a clue. And I'm like, he a dating coach. And he out here telling niggas this shit. I'm like, oh, Lord. So let me show you this. This is a dating coach. His name is Marvin. All right. No shade at him. But this is what he's pushing to his group of incels or possibly his group of men to give them hope in the dating marketplace. He says, POV, sex workers and regular women are not equal. Here we go. Listen.
It's sad, but the older you get, you really have to separate yourself from the friends who think paying for pussy is the same as courting a girl and hitting. The friends who think that a professional prostitute who's easily taking 5+ men a day equates to a girl who you may have to take on 2-3 dates to hit are the same. You gotta stay away from them. They have lost all sense of rationality. They no longer know what being a normal human being is.
Okay, so I think what he's trying to express is since he's older and he's experienced the dark side, he believes that regular women are also on the dark side. But he's separating the women who work as pros from regular women. So he's saying courting a woman and dating and paying for that date is not the same as paying for a working girl. And I'm like, the problem is, if I ask him 2 qualifying questions, I can ruin his whole shit. First of all, have you hired a working girl in your life? Have you hired a working girl in your life to be able to determine this? Or are you just speaking out of the side of your neck? Because if you've never hired a working girl to determine this, you don't have the experience to speak on this. Trust me, these are the regular girls. These are wives, girlfriends. He's trying to say these girls don't have boyfriends. First of all, you would actually ruin yourself as an expert by saying you've never done this. You don't have to do it to determine this, but trust me, these girls have boyfriends. They go home to boyfriends. Number 2, I would ask you the same question. And if you said yes, then that would actually ruin your whole idea of what you mean as a dating coach. Because now you have to admit that you've done this. And now that means that you're out here done paid for some pussy. And now you done busted up your whole operation. Now it's out here to prove that you out here with the tricking. So that one question can just blow up your whole shit. So that's all I would have to ask. How would you know? Have you ever hired a woman and had a high class girl, had a relationship with her where you were a regular with her? You would blow your whole shit up, your whole platform going kaput. So he would be either unqualified to speak on this or be a hypocrite. He's stuck. He's in a conundrum. The old manosphere red pill conundrum, the whole male talking point space conundrum, where you're either unqualified to speak on this, the red pill, or you're a hypocrite. You out here tricking, telling men not to trick for your business purpose. But you're in the red pill conundrum. You can't speak on this, or you're a hypocrite speaking about it. But what you don't know is I know you're wrong than a motherfucker. Because girls that I know got boyfriends and they go home to boyfriends, rush home to go home to boyfriends after they done been over here getting tossed. So they are the regular girls. People think prostitutes are all lined up here. They all sleeping. and strippers all sleeping during the middle of the day. And then all of a sudden at 9 o'clock, they activate it. And don't be out here with bank accounts. Don't be out here getting dinner. Don't be at airports. Don't be out here shopping at the mall. They think they just exist in some one vacuum. And then all of a sudden they out here popping their pussy. These girls got kids, boyfriends. I know one woman got 5 kids by a man and still in a relationship with her. And she work at a strip club. 5 kids. And she look good too. But still, men think women are one-dimensional in a vacuum. They also think men are in a vacuum, one-dimensional. They drop off kids to daycare. Let me show you another story. Y'all got time? Y'all got time? Let me see here. Let me see here. This is another here. Let me see here. See if I can go back. There's many stories like this. There we go, right here. And OnlyFans really is just a difference between the middle. Texas mom booted from school district sex ed panel after prostitution convictions. Escort work exposed by parents. Ring the bell, bruh. Ring the bell. So not only am I saying they're regular girls, they're also PTA school board. On the school board, nigga. School board. With somebody's kids at the PTA. Y'all not ready for this. I got another one. Ex-PTA president arrested in Fargo prostitution sting. All right, it does come up, but it comes up. There's something blocking it. All right, they won't let me get the story. Let me see here. Fargo. Let's see, is this the story? Nah, but they won't let me show it because they want me to pay for the article, so I can't show it to you. Here's another one. Oh, this is the same woman. It's the same woman. Is this a different one here? All right, anyway. All right, anyway. Let me do these super chats. High Tolerance says, as long as women can leverage that cat, they'll always have a new lease on life. That's basically their dating strategy. Like if they get, let's say they're with a guy. They're with a guy, it doesn't work out. What do? I'm going to mess y'all up. Any woman texting you, spinning the block, coming back from the past that you thought ended it and she pinged you back, what happened? She missed that dick? You think that's what it was? That just happened to me. I mean, it happens to me all the time. There was a woman that I was talking to probably November, December. She was a JUCO, regular girl, honor roll student from a Pac-12 university. Honor roll. All right, good family. What do you think happened? No, she does not need rent money. What happened? It doesn't, y'all got it wrong. She doesn't need rent money. She does, but she doesn't. What happened? She didn't came to her senses. What happened? Let's see if y'all can get it. There it is. Iggy got it. She broke up with her boyfriend. That's what it was. The last guy didn't work out. The last nigga didn't cut it. Relationship ended. Okay, that's what happened. It's not just the rent money. It's that the previous guy that was serving that role, that when you said bye-bye, she landed on the other dick, that relationship is over. Now, here she comes. Spinning the block. The last nigga did not pan out because last time y'all cut it off, I cut it off in like December, January. I was like, nah, I'm good. Here it is, April. She had another dick. She had another situation. That shit done fell apart. Here she comes. That's what happened. So what he's saying, they leverage this. As long as they got that cat to leverage, they're going to end up. So this is why when I tell you guys, when you break up with a woman and you tell her to kick rocks, She don't be crying. She don't be like, damn, what am I going to do? I loved him and I missed out. He really misunderstood me. What does she do? She goes right back to her phone and starts spinning the block. Hey, stranger. Hey, what you been doing? I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Hey, I miss you. How you been? Long time no see. Let's connect. Y'all ain't hear me, though. Y'all ain't hear me. She back to the streets. She back available. Yeah, the rent and the payment and all that has to do with it too. But she back lining up dicks. You ain't the only one she texts. She back lining up dicks. That's what she doing. Because the last dude, the weed dude, didn't work out. The last nigga didn't work out. The last sugar daddy didn't work out. The last regular relationship she got back didn't work out. She back at sugar daddy. So that's what's happening. You got to know that going in. She trying to see where she can land next. And I guarantee you, not even an hour before she sent that text, she was just talking to her previous nigga and they ended it. And she probably was like, well, here we go. Back to these streets, leveraging that cat. They don't sit around crying for very long. They'd be like, well, oh, well. Back to the streets. Dudes thinking they hurting women. I'm going to break up and kick her to the curb and dump her. She going to be like, okay, whatever. Next batter up. Now batting cleanup. Now batting shortstop. She back to the streets. And she back to people. She already been in the streets. Shout out to the dictator, says boyfriend watching kids while my JUCO flying out. Cold world. Got her boyfriend watching kids and you flying her out. Cold world. Shout out to our brother Officer Brayon, says, Coach, I recently read a Forbes article about OnlyFans. The article was saying how OnlyFans is getting ready to land a deal that will make the company value worth more than $3 billion. Gentlemen, sex work is here to stay, and all of our women are gone, never coming back. And people are waiting for the day it goes bye-bye. OnlyFans will never go bye-bye in a sense. It will just be replaced. It's never going bye-bye. Just another person like this is like dudes don't realize they're playing whack-a-mole. Like if you got, let's just say for instance, you got rid of Sugar Daddy app. You were like, we need to get rid of this Sugar Daddy app. You would just get rid of that one and don't realize there's 25 other ones. Women made that mistake with the red pill, right? They never really recognized the red pill as a viable space for men to congregate. So Kevin Samuels to them was their first awakening to it as a mass. They saw the other dudes. It really wasn't a big deal until they saw Kevin Samuels had a massive following. What did they figure? If we get rid of Kevin Samuels, we get rid of the whole thing. But Kevin Samuels, they didn't realize was the tip of the iceberg. There were men that were already there before Kevin. There were dudes that inspired Kevin. There were dudes that Kevin borrowed from to make his platform for what it was. And they thought, if we just get rid of Kevin Samuels, we get rid of the problem. And they did, only to realize there's more. Same thing with Andrew Tate. They was like, if we just get rid of Andrew Tate, we get rid of the problem. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And I remember because people were discovering Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate, they started to by association find me. And I remember somebody put into my TikTok comment, they're multiplying, meaning in their mind, they thought that Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate were the originators and that we were coming afterwards. And they were like, oh, they're multiplying. There are more and more of them. But they didn't realize we were 10 years into it. So we weren't multiplying. We were already there. It's similar to OnlyFans. You get rid of OnlyFans, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's like getting rid of Target. I still go to Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid. Getting rid of Target doesn't stop it. I still can go buy toilet paper and cheap goods at Costco. It's like, okay, great. All right, there's no Target. I still got many, many stores to go to. So that's what guys believe. They don't understand that because they don't want to go dive deep and realize that the dark web is out here. The dark side is here. Just getting rid of OnlyFans, just getting rid of chic and arrangements ain't going to do shit. These women already got 5 years worth of sugar daddies in their phone. They don't need the website anymore. I remember this chick I was seeing, JUCO chick. She was like, there's an Instagram page where the 304s and the strippers go on to. Somebody said Reddit. Yeah. She was like, she was tripping me out. She was like, there's an Instagram page where the 304s and the strippers go to on Instagram. And she was like, what they do is they basically, there's a DM feed where they're basically telling each other where the police are busting carpet walkers, what strip clubs are slow, what strip clubs are big booming, where Vice is arresting the hoes, and so forth and so on. She showed it to me. And it was just for Las Vegas. Okay. And she said it's a page. And she said, oh, one time a female cop was on there and they had to switch it up. But she said there's an Instagram DM where you could go and the host can go on to figure out where the tricks are, where Vice busting up the girls, what strip clubs are. But I was sitting there like, bro, when I tell you the dark side goes way deeper than you actually know. This girl had a boyfriend too, by the way. She had a regular boyfriend. A regular boyfriend. And she was on that page. Why? Because she used to be a stripper. And she still has friends that are in the industry. Which I think she was still in the industry still too. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, man. I was like, wow.
I'll show you the dark side.
Because I was thinking, I was like, how come these girls don't get busted all the time? You figure they would get busted. But what you don't know is they got their own back web of instructions of how not to get busted. I was like, man, it's a wrap. I said, it's a wrap. Send it. There's no way we can compete against this. Ecclesiastically. There's no way we can compete against this. No morality, no church, no red pill can stop this shit. Nobody can stop this. The women don't want to stop this. They're all volunteers. They're all united. They're helping each other. They're protecting each other. And I don't tell you, I don't know what the page is. She didn't show me the page. And even if I knew the page, I wouldn't be able to join it because they got somebody working the page that won't let men on the page, right? They barely even let some women on the page if they suspect that it's a vice cop. So, and I'm pretty sure the page changes if they feel like someone infiltrated it. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. I was like, there's nothing we can do, bro. I was like, the red pill is dead. There's nothing we can do. Ecclesiastically, we can't shame them. We can't control it. There's nothing we can do, man. Anyway, I was like, there's nothing we can do. They showed pictures and shit. They was taking pictures inside the strip club and showing, oh, it's slow over here. So sometimes some girls want to work and they want to work if they want to have to pay the house fee and pay $150 to do it and put their hair and makeup on and high heels and put glitters on their titty. Well, if they look at the page, they be like, don't come today. Ain't nobody here. So when you talk about, anyway, shout out to Maryland guy says, I notice when women find out I play the guitar and piano, their interest peaks up, especially white and Asian women. Yet examples of women don't like you for you. They like you for what you do. Yep. They kind of want to see a talent. So piano, guitar, they're like, oh, really? Oh, really? So they weren't going to associate with you until they thought maybe you do have a talent. Maybe you are worth something. Okay. DK says, Coach, the only one telling the unfiltered truth, and they ain't going to like it out here. They ain't going to like it. It's the unfiltered truth. And y'all out here, dude, when y'all out here shaming the dudes, I just be like, man, y'all don't realize what your daughters are doing. These are your daughters. These are your wives. These are your future girlfriends. These are your future wives. And y'all be out here trying to tell me what I'll be like, y'all don't know nothing. Nothing about nothing. 3 the hard way. Or 3 the harder way says, been a while, coach. Glad everything is going well. That woman that was a part of the school board that was selling cat was here in Texas. I believe her husband was the sheriff and they were running a brothel inside of their house. It gets worse. So the PTA school board woman was married and the sheriff was running a brothel. Hey, bruh.
I'll show you the dark side.
I'm hurting people's feelings tonight. I'm hurting your feelings. So she was married, the schoolgirl woman. I think I remember that part of the story. When I say y'all have no chance, when I say y'all don't realize what's going on out here, y'all have no earthly idea and clue. Same thing as that one woman that was the cop and she was the mascot and she was getting ran through by all of them black cops and Mexican cops. And she was married to a whole white dude and they were in an open marriage. Stop. Stop the bullshit. Stop the cap. This woman right here, South Bay couple plead not guilty to running a call girl ring in Torrance. Couple. This is 2024. I want to get the story here. No, that's 2004. What's their names? Christopher Davis and Jill McGrath. Christopher Davis and Jill McGrath. Because I got to look up the articles because LA Times be blocking me out. They want me to subscribe. They got convicted. Damn. LA Times be doing me dirty. So let's see here. Yeah, LA Times doing me dirty. Let me go to AI, see if they can pull it up. So AI's got the story. 2004. Go to AI. The names right here match a famously linked couple to a legal case, high-end prostitution ring in Redondo Beach. In 2005, the couple was convicted in operating illegal escort service from their home. Jill McGrath was identified as the ringleader who oversaw a group of women, including other mothers who worked as escorts. Mothers. Come on, brothers. There was white. Christopher Davis was responsible for the business, marketing, and advertising. Okay. Other mothers. So you got soccer moms. Suburban soccer moms. Come on, brothers. When y'all gonna wake up, bruh? And the husband out here with the bro. When y'all gonna wake up? Y'all out here still fighting me, huh? All right, we do have a picture of them. They got convicted. Here's the picture right here of the couple. Not a surprise. Married couple. Right there. Dude, this is the tip of the iceberg, man. Ecclesiastically married couple. That looks like the ecclesiastical couple right there. And they out here trying to make some money on out here. And why the ladies so quiet, bro? Why the ladies not in here rebuking me in the name of the Holy Ghost and the Spirit? All right. And why the dudes out here trying to make a name for themselves out here quiet as fucking church, quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton. It's an evil world we live in out here. Other mothers, gentlemen, other mothers.
It's an evil world we live in.
They be out there shopping at South Coast Plaza with that escort money out here. And you think, man, how these women got money? How they out here got Range Rovers and Mercedes G-Wagons? Hurting y'all, bruh. Hitting y'all over the head. But if y'all want to learn more, the dark side, We teach you how far the dark side goes. All right, the dark side is deep. We got CoachRegAdams.locals.com. Join me over there, man. Make a free account. Join me over there. Watch the pay-per-view streams. Don't be you have to direct your anger at this situation to the right people, not me. You can stop me, but it's not gonna stop everybody. Local stream got the info for y'all. Join the dark side over there. If you a hater, join the dark side. We used to have haters join the dark side and they would steal my content and put it out on regular YouTube. And then I just raised the price and it stopped. You can't tell me that I don't know men. Men are broke ass niggas, right? So I used to have a hater. He used to do my expose. He used to expose red pill content creators and CGA. He literally would take my content that I had and it was cheap. It was like $5 a stream. And he would watch the show, screen record it, and then put it out to expose me. It didn't really work, and then I said, you know what? Guess what? I'll just raise the price. I haven't had that situation yet. It stopped it immediately, just raising the price. So don't complain about the price. I got to raise the price because hater ass niggas be in there trying to come in here and infiltrate. But these are broke, dusty niggas that can't get. So as soon as I raised the price just a little bit, they was gone. Never had an exposed video from that day on. So you got to pay to troll. You got to pay to come over there and troll, fam. All right. You got to pay to get all the live streams. You can't just come over there to free or for cheap. All right. Now, yep. He simply didn't want to pay to expose me. He paid that first $5, but when that shit went up, he stopped making them videos. I told you, man, the space is full of bitch ass broke niggas, man. And they trying to lead you out here, hide behind the screen, trying to expose me, and they don't even put their face out there. All right. Anyway, shout out to the coach gang. We out of here, brothers. I gotta go, man. We gonna be back tomorrow, man. Peace.